Hey everybody, I don't know if you guys can like hear me or see me or anything right now. I'm still trying to figure this out. I can't see anything on this side, so I'm trying to look on this side on my phone, which it's taking its sweet time. Actually, it keeps logging me out of the app.
We have a business proposition for you.
What is that? Sorry, you guys. Just getting set up. Ah, I can see myself. Okay, let's see. Okay, I can see you guys now. All right. Heck yeah, we finally got things ready to go. All right. Awesome. Awesome. I can see you guys now. Like, my app was not working. It was, I don't know, it just wasn't working. It's irritating. But alrighty, you guys, so let's get started here. I'll try to take some questions and everything while I'm doing this. I'm pretty sure we're not going to get this feather done today, which is fine. But let's check out all these goodies I have over here. I'm going to toss my headphones on so I can hear myself on the phone at least. So I know what you guys are hearing. Yay, finally. I'm sorry. I had to get some help from Noah. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Like, I'm so new to this, but I'm really excited to be doing it because I get to connect with all you guys. No, I didn't go live yesterday. Since I'm new to the whole, live stream thing, while I was setting up the event for you guys, which I set up a new event because of everything that just happened right now. Apparently, I did all the settings wrong. So YouTube had automatically set my day for yesterday. So I know that probably was very confusing. And it really sucks because I have a link up that says when I'm going live and everything. And now people are probably going to get lost because I screwed up. So we'll see what's happening from there. I might take a second to get off here and move over to like Instagram and Facebook and stuff to share the link. So if any of you guys have me on Facebook or anywhere, please feel free to actually share it if you want. It'll keep me from going offline for a second. Alrighty, so let's see what we got here. So far, so good, no worries. I have a crush on you. It's okay, I forgive you. I love you guys. So I have so many feathers here, and I'm only going to be using 3 for my feather in particular. But I am going to be lighting an incense and a candle. think I want this one. Try to see if they'll fit. I actually purchased these off of eBay. I like the black and white ones. I think I was going to incorporate. I think I'm going to end up doing this. I don't know what I'm doing yet. But basically all these other feathers, I'm going to be making more smudging sticks and maybe even fans. And I'm going to probably end up selling them online. Alrighty, so I think I have the feathers basically the way I wanted almost. I'm going to be painting runes onto the feather going up. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing that right now. Ooh, I think I like that one. So something interesting that I ended up picking up online from an Etsy shop is wolf fur. And I'm actually wanting to incorporate this into my feather. Let me see. But this has been like basically brushed off of a wolf. It hasn't been like taken in a bad way. This woman owns a wolf sanctuary, and she makes a bunch of wolf products. So here's her card. Hopefully, like, let's put it right there. I don't think you can see it, but here's her card in her Etsy shop. Alrighty. I've got like a couple of different things that I picked up to put in here. I got some cord. Picked up some leather. I got these feathers because they have blue in them, which for me, blue represents Michael, the Archangel, and I would like to incorporate that. And it's got a little bit of blue at the tip. But I'm going to still try to figure out how I'm going to incorporate things into this. I also picked up different little charms to be using possibly on the ends. And this is the paint that I purchased that I was going to be using to paint onto the feather, possibly putting runes. Oh, got another comment. This is, thank you, Akasha, for all the training videos, especially on the tarot deck. I'm new to the life of being a witch. I'm a male witch, which is apparently rare. Love the videos. They help me. I'm really glad they help you, Kat. I'm so happy. That's my goal here, to help everybody out. Let's see. We're watching witchcrafting videos. This is awesome. So, get creative. So do I get my creative juices flowing and always end up doing something creative by the end of it? What's the tarot deck next to you? Are you incorporating that into your smudging feather? Oh, so this card is actually Archangel Michael. This is from my angel deck. And I wanted to have this present to kind of bring in that energy, hopefully to bring in his energy. I have a bunch of selenite around that is also supposed to bring his presence. And I'm going to be lighting a candle and some dragon's blood. And the reason why dragon's blood is because I want to cleanse the different objects that I'm using in here. So I'll be cleansing the feathers, I'll be cleansing the wolf fur. Where's the best website to purchase instant matches from? For me, I don't pick those up from a website. I actually pick them up from my local psychic shop, known as Psychic Eye. And that's where I get them. Oh, they're still sitting up here. So I see your comment, Dragon. I appreciate the wisdom. Wait, I appreciate your wisdom. Sometimes it feels like I have known you my whole life, and maybe even the life before this. Thanks. And I don't want to distract it off topic. Does selenite recharge and renew either other stones, smudging feather from the beginning? Can someone include it in their feather if they want to? Actually, I am going to be using selenite in my feather today. That's what these are for. So I purchased these little sticks of selenite, and this is going to be incorporated in the handle of it. So right here, I actually have some amber, and I was going to be incorporating this in the feather as well, but I was gonna like put it in this tiny wood piece that I was gonna have at the very end. It's just, I don't have that piece on me right now, so that's why I don't think this feather is gonna get done today. But I'm keeping it here so it doesn't get lost. And then here, I'm not incorporating this in my feather, but I just thought I might as well bring it up. Here is my great-grandmother, who just recently passed while I was gone from YouTube. So having her presence nearby as well. And then here I picked up some copper that's coated with silver. And I'm going to be running these through the feathers and adding it to the handle. Have you ever been to Salem, Mass? I live near there and love the shop there. No, I haven't. That's good. How long have you been practicing? I'm going to have to leave in like 10 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I've been practicing for a really long time. It's hard for me to put an exact number on it because this is something that runs in my family. And since it runs in the family, I've had a lot of witchy influence through like my whole life growing up. So I've been practicing for probably almost as, I can't say as long as I've been living, but a really long time. I can't give you an exact amount of time. I'm in comfy clothes right now. Let me see. Let's see. I think I want to put this like that. Oops. So you know how there's like these little ends right here, and it's got like a tiny hole? I wanted to put the silver copper up into the vein of it, basically, as far as I can get it. So I can have a couple go through it. All right. And And make sure it's secure. I'm going to be using epoxy to kind of line it and then shove it in, and it should hold it really good. I love using epoxy. It's really, really strong. And I even have some tobacco to incorporate here. And you're probably like, why this tobacco in particular? It's because just recently for Valentine's Day, me and my boyfriend were trying out some like cigars. We're not smokers, but we wanted to, just try out some cigars. And because of the good positive energy and memory from this, I wanted to incorporate it. And just tobacco in general is very cleansing, so I do want to incorporate that. And it's not something that I use all the time in my practice. So since I don't use it all the time and I don't plan on burning it all the time, I'm just going to put it inside. All right, let's see. Akasha, I thank you for your videos. Got me real into the craft. My favorite, as one of your cousin dancing with squirrels. I think she'd be really happy to hear that. All right, let's see what we're going to be doing from here. Using this one. No, this one. So I got 27 watching right now. Cool. If you guys have ever worked with epoxy, you'll probably know this stuff. It smells terrible. It's so stinky and gross. Cool, it's got black and white, yin and yang. That wasn't intentional. Where'd my stick go? I just got a stick. Alrighty, let's see. What is your favorite Michael Jackson song? Dang, that's hard. That is such a difficult question. I love You Were Not Alone, and I might make that one my favorite because I had like a weird recent experience with that song. For those of you who don't know, like I ride a motorcycle and I just recently started riding. And sometimes I get nervous on the bike. It's not because of the bike itself, it's because of other people on the road. They can be very dangerous. And as I was getting ready to step out of the house to ride my bike or my motorcycle by myself for like the first time, my phone started playing You Were Not Alone. And it wasn't like at the beginning of the song or anything like that. It was like right at the You Were Not Alone, I'm Here With You. And that experience, that happening when it happened, and I wasn't even playing that song previously, it was just crazy what happened. Like, I just didn't expect it. It was good. It was a good energy. It made me feel good. So let me see before I start losing some comments here. We miss you. Says, okay, I'll ask. So lately I've been feeling every time I cast, I get the opposite outcome. Could it be because I'm doing something wrong or because it's not meant to be? Or could I be jinxed and have to do an uncrossing? So this is difficult because it depends if you think that you're having if you constantly have the thought in your mind that something is going to go wrong and things are going to go the opposite way, that might be part of the reason why it keeps happening. But it's also possible that there's like a lot of possibilities when it comes to casting spells. I haven't had that experience where it constantly does the opposite. I've always been like, things usually turn out well, but usually when you already have something in your life, I noticed that when you try to get too much of that, then it kind of reverses what's already happening. Like, for example, I did a spell for someone who wanted their boyfriend. Well, I didn't do it for them. It was that love powder I made. I gave it away. And they wanted their boyfriend to love them more or express their love more. And they used it on him. And it turned out like it was doing the opposite. So he's already loving her as much as he possibly can. But I think it's the way that he loves her maybe is what was the issue for her. So she realized that and stopped using it. So then at that point, things ended up going in a very positive and good direction from there. Alrighty. But I don't know. I think you should make it more of a ritual before casting anything to have more positive thoughts, like get yourself in a positive state. Be like, have a bath or do something that makes you happy. Watch a funny show or something so that you're in a very positive mindset before you start a spell or try to practice something. Or whatever you're going to end up doing this spell on, think like watch things or listen to things that inspire that in you so that while you're doing the spell, you still have that thought in your mind. So if you want courage or something, maybe you watch something from like a video from like someone who motivates people and stuff or talks about how to gain more money. Listen to things like that. If you want to get more money in your life, watch someone who talks about that and listen to that for a while before you go into doing your spell. Because there's people out there who are really good at motivating people and keeping that mindset in them. So check that out and see if that can help you. Okay, let's see. Where are we? What is epoxy exactly? Some type of glue, I'm assuming? Yeah, it is. It's a glue. It hardens up, like, it gets pretty hard, which I like. And it doesn't necessarily take that long for it to harden. It's going to get stuck to my table. And I don't know. I think it would work better than super glue. I've been having a lot of really good experience with it in like my necklaces that I've been making and stuff. So that's why I've been sticking to it. This one I wouldn't be using because this is black and some of them like dry clear and everything, but it's really strong. That's why I'm choosing to use it. Says try to make it as short as possible. You could have written a novel. feather looks amazing. Thank you. For those of you who don't know where I got the feathers, because I know someone else asked that again, they might not have seen the previous comment, but I got them from eBay. I'll try to incorporate links at the bottom for stuff that I've actually purchased online. It says, by the way, I still have the necklace I have from you, although I would like to put the pendant into a necklace I want to make, but don't have the beads for it. I've been wanting to do that with mine, but I'm really happy you still have it. I wonder if like any of those broke on anybody, because I dropped mine on the floor and the little tip came off and I'm like, no, but I really like the glass, so I didn't want to change it. Earth Song, yes, is really awesome. I love that. Sorry to hear about your grandmother's passing. My condolences. Yeah, it's still unbelievable to me. I still don't, I still can't see her as dead or gone. Like, it's just, it's hard. I still don't believe it. I don't know. But she's the one who liked to do luck spells and stuff for gambling and going to bingo. What about Beyonce? What do I like from Beyonce? I love a couple of her songs. I think I like If I Were a Boy. I think I like that one because, like, the video, I love the way it was put together and everything. And I don't know, I just really like that one. But when she was in Destiny's Child, I would have to say Bills, Bills, Bills. Look, it's already drying, you guys. Oh no, I need to do less. But my mom would laugh at me because I would always try to sing along on Destiny's Child with Bills, Bills, Bills. Do you like the YouTuber Dragon Feather? Yes, me and Dragon Feather are actually in contact with each other, and we have an event that we want to do, and we just haven't had the time to do it, and also the finances. But yeah, me and Dragon Feather are cool. We plan on collaborating and hanging out and stuff one day. That's a goal. Sorry if this gets boring, you guys, with me over here gluing things and everything. And I know we might not be able to finish it, but I just wanted you guys to kind of get to see what I'm doing with mine, because I'm weird. I just start thinking about things and then I just want to start putting all kinds of crap and like things that I make, like with my altar, how I have the chalkboard and just like the different colors I want. And like, I'm so big into symbolism, it's almost too much. Like, I put too much stuff in it. How was your day today? My day today was good. It's kind of messy in the room. All this stuff around me is stuff that I'm using to like surround me with good energy and stuff like that while I'm making this. But we actually got like a new dresser. It's not new, it's just new to us. And we really needed that in here because it's kind of raining a little bit here and there in Vegas, which is weird. Nature's been weird lately. And it's been sitting outside, so I finally took the time to get things together and bring it inside and set it up. Our other dresser was like falling apart. It was terrible. All right. Finding a place to set these so they don't glue is really difficult. But my day was good. It's just I was almost late for today because I don't know what I'm doing. But that's all good. Here, let me open some tea. Sorry if you hear this little sound. All right, let's see. Michael Jackson and Beyonce are Virgos, and aren't you? Yep. I'm a Virgo, they're Virgos. But yeah, that's funny. I'm surprised you know that. I like to learn about other Virgos. But it's weird because, not to like sound bad when it comes to Virgos, but I've met some really mean ones, like in person. I'm like, what the heck? I feel like such a nice person, but some of these Virgos that I meet they're not happy. They like to come off, I guess you can say, like better than everybody. And I don't think that's a good way to live. But it's also, I think it's because of their chart and everything, and just different life experiences that may have caused them to be like that. It's probably not just because of the Virgo thing. But I have met a couple of really great ones too. But a lot of people that I meet who have encountered other Virgos, they're like, oh, Virgos are jerks. And I'm like, no, we're not. And I meet a couple and I'm like, okay, maybe a couple of us are like that. You know, not all zodiac signs are the same because we have our birth charts that have different zodiacs incorporated into our personality and the things we do. And also past lives have stuff to do with it as well. So let's see what else we got here. It says, can people astral project through cupboards or use openings that to view into my home? I have done your protection candle more than 3 times, but the person or spirit has not gone away. So, okay, when it comes to astral projection, if you are capable of astral projecting, you don't necessarily have limits. If you do it correctly and you have the mindset for it, you can go in through anywhere you want. And that can be like a good thing and a bad thing depending on who's astral projecting. But at the same time, it's like, you're saying you did a protection spell. The protection spell is to keep something from doing you harm. It's a shield in a sense. It's not necessarily it's not a banishing spell. That's the difference between protection and banishing. Like banishing, you're like getting rid of them, you're kicking them out, it's like be gone. Protection spell, like it keeps those things from harming you. And a lot of times it does push stuff out, but sometimes that isn't the case. And sometimes you have to constantly do it because some things are very, very persistent. And if you're sensitive, then that's going to happen. Things will always come back because you are sensitive and you put out this different energy and light that attracts them. And we have the same thing here in this household and like in my family's household. And we're always constantly having to cleanse because we always have visitors that are always trying to communicate with us. So let's see. All right, so I think I got a system almost. Now, if you're trying to get rid of something in particular, you need to kind of figure out if it's a person or just one particular spirit. Maybe there's something you're going through in your life right now that they're trying to help you with. And hold on. If that's the case, then it's probably going to be hard to get rid of them. But it can be done. I'm honestly probably going to have to make a video on something that I like to do for getting rid of them. But try some sage and some dragon's blood. And make sure you state that you don't want them in your space anymore. You want them gone. Because a lot of times when you do that, then things are a lot easier. They'll go by themselves usually, unless there's something that wants to be super irritating. But cleanse your space and cleanse it pretty often and see how things turn out from there. But if you still have issues, let me know. I have my social media in the description. I'm trying to be more active in my social media so that way I can contact everybody. So if you guys don't know what this is, for some of you who are just now coming in, this is wolf fur. And it's humanely removed wolf fur. Actually, by purchasing this fur, the money goes to the actual what is it? To help keep the wolves safe, because the woman owns a place where she keeps the wolves safe and protected. Let's see. That was great advice. I appreciate it. You're an inspiration. Thank you. The JWDD channel are talking Dragon Feather 369. Who's that? Who's the W or the JWDD? Good tips. Thanks. I'll try that. Message retracted. Oh. How do you work with your spirits during a working? So do you mean while I'm doing a spell or a ritual, or do you mean like just in general? Depending on who I'm trying to bring into my space, it'll be different for everybody. Like with Michael, I like to surround myself with amber and selenite and his, his image, and even different herbs that I think that he might like. For him, for some reason, I like to bring up frankincense, which it smells so amazing. I think I'm going to use this much. There it is. So that's what I like to use for him. But let's see. Trying to figure out how I'm going to get this to stick. Haha! Oh no! The selenite's coming apart. Oh no! I think I can still do it though. Oh, I'm an airhead. I could be using twine. Alright, I got this. You see the little tiny shards from the selenite? It's okay if it breaks. I know a lot of people think that if your crystal breaks, then you can't really use it anymore. That's not true. Alright, it says... Yes, I'm talking about dragon feather. Yeah, dragon feather. Oh. Okay. Oh, I see where the message is, like where you guys are talking to each other. So I got confused. Sonia from the UK, hello. You used to watch her, yeah. Do you craft your own smudging bundles too? Not yet. I do really want to. We have the backyard for it. So like I do want to grow some of my own stuff and make bundles and everything, but I haven't done that yet. Capricorn. My boyfriend's a Capricorn. Capricorns are pretty interesting. They're all very different from each other. Like the example I like to use all the time is Oprah and Marilyn Manson. Vegas weather has been odd. Yes, it has. Got a Libra and a Gemini and a Cancer cusp. And like, really, my girlfriend's a Virgo. Virgo and Capricorn are earth signs. Yeah. I'm a Virgo, but people tell me I'm sweet. That's good. Honestly, wouldn't change anything, but the hemp strings is unraveling and will break eventually. And I hopefully did stop wearing it because of that. Oh, okay, the hemp. Maybe I'll try to put something else with the necklaces so it doesn't break. I'm sorry about that. Because it's very special to me. Oh, had to have it break on me, but I respect your wishes, but maybe I can get your approval on changing to a different hemp string. Yeah, it's yours now as long as you have it. What you decide to hang it off of is up to you. I'm a sensitive. I've always wondered why it comes back. Yeah, that's usually why. You're sensitive, spirits will always come back. We got a Pisces. I noticed a lot of thing. Beyonce is a Santeria practitioner and perform root work and voodoo. Sometimes I feel odd knowing all that stuff. Geesh. Says bad spirit come after me and chase me. It was scary. Yeah, that is scary. I've dealt with a couple of bad spirits. That is a lovely feather. Thank you. Love your outfit, Akasha. Thank you. It's me trying to be comfy. This is probably one of the brightest things I own right now. I have like a couple of pieces of clothing in white, but most of my clothing is black. Virgos are one of the 5 signs of royalty. Water sign. I'm trying to go through the comments real quick because a lot of them are coming in. Okay, so I really don't know what my sign is because I looked my birthday up and it said Cancer, then another said Gemini. Now I don't know if I'm Cancer or Gemini. I'm pretty sure if you put your birthday in there. Oh yeah, you have your birthday in there. Okay. Birthday's the first day of Aries, so find myself Pisces. Okay. Nice. Gemini, Cancer, cusp. Oh yeah, so you guys are sharing information with each other, so that's really awesome. This turned into like a zodiac thing. I'm a Sagittarius. We're kind of a wild card. Yeah, I've seen some very bright and awesome positive Sagittarius, and then some pretty negative. I'm a rising Sagittarius. You can use honey for it to stick if honey's okay. Love it. How do you know if you're on a cusp? Birthday's February 14th. I think one day we should do where we'll do zodiacs and everything. We'll hang out and pull up birth charts and everything and be able to find out everyone's information and stuff. I think that would be really cool. I'm trying to think of what color. Probably black. Yes. I might as well do something while I'm reading your guys' comments. Or you're just sitting here in this corner. But something else that I plan on incorporating in this is not magic for a good portion of it. So that way I incorporate that energy as well. Just magic, magic, magic. So let's see. Alrighty, where are we? It says, when I was younger, I heard roaring in my bed and woke up to a black paw print. Was that possibly an evil spirit? Till this day, I still don't know. I think with that, I don't know. It depends on how you felt. Did you feel scared when it happened, or like how did the energy feel in the room and in the space? Because depending on what you're feeling, it's usually like the right thing if it's negative or positive. But sometimes we'll see things and that just naturally scares us. But what did the room feel heavy or anything afterwards? That's kind of the question that you need to be asking yourself. Because usually when there's something negative around, the room feels so heavy. It feels, it's just not a good feeling. It's very heavy. And when it's a positive thing, it almost feels like that you took like some kind of medicine or whatever that just relaxed your whole body or make you feel like just refreshed or this buzzing sensation. Usually positive energy has that feeling. Look, when it's like a positive, good spirit. Scorpio. I want to go to Vegas just to meet you and hang out. What's your favorite Chinese food? Chinese. I'm more into Japanese. Akasha's in Vegas. Yeah, I'm in Vegas. Born and raised. I'm more into Chinese, not Chinese, Japanese. I know how to make like a couple things. Japanese food. Let me see. So, bringing energy to me. Sorry, it's focusing. Because I don't want to lose for... Alrighty. Let's see. I know. This is my first time making one, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get it. But it's just taking some time, you know, to figure things out. I think this is a perfect freaking handle, though. Like, this is gonna be awesome. And for those of you who don't know, I don't cuss. I use like all these other little words to step in for that. Like, to step in for certain curse words, I guess, but I don't cuss. I think I'm just that type of person who is, when you get taught something once, you don't do it again usually. Like, I learned my lesson really quick. What I mean by that is, when I was young, I cursed one time and I got in trouble. And ever since then, I've never cussed again, except for sometimes I have my moments when I'm thinking about a curse word that I wanted to use, but I don't want to use it, but it still slips out of my mouth somehow. So, but also, like, even when I was in my mom's belly, she would tell me things that she would want, and for some reason, I do those things, like stuff in life that I do. And she didn't force that on me when I was growing up, like certain things that she was talking about when I was in her belly. All right, let's see. I'm a Virgo, and it's the fact that some Virgos can come off harsh. It's kind of true about me sometimes. Says, love you too. Okay. Yay. Whoops. Yay, love you too, bro. You're golden. It's real chill in here. That's what I wanted. I wanted it to be nice and chill. We got 40 viewers. Heck yeah. To burn stuff. I never start anything without burning at least an incense, particularly dragon's blood incense. Yeah, dragon's blood incense is awesome. You should consider a meet and greet. I would love to do a meet and greet, but I don't know where I would do it. I think I want to do a meet and greet in Salem. I think that would be so cool. I've never been to Salem, and I feel like every witch should go to Salem, even though, like, I don't think the people that were killed there were actually witches. I think it had a lot to do with jealous people and rich people and stuff like that, but now it's literally the haven for witches, and I would really love to go there. It says Thai is really good also. Yeah, Japanese. I love Japanese food. I'm learning to speak Japanese. I plan on going to Tokyo, Japan with my boyfriend one of these days. And I love ramen. I love sushi. It's just, I freaking love a lot about Japan in general. All right. So if you guys can see, like, this is hard. That means that, look, it dries up so fast. So that means that those are nice and dry. And right now, I think I'm going to roll this into the tobacco like that. And then I'll do that to put that all together and stuff. So right now, we're kind of working on the stem or something. I mean, not the stem. You know what I mean. But I feel like that this tobacco might start breaking once I start twisting the silver around. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. This is experimenting and seeing what happens with my stuff. I don't know. We'll figure this out. All right, let's see what everyone else is saying. Dang, this comment's been moving. I was just in Vegas in February for like 6 days. It was amazing. Sadly, I wanted to go to Sequest, but that day I wanted to go there. There was too many people, and I was going to do on the 6th, but then I had to leave. Says, I wish I was you in the cussing aspect, madam. Keep it PG, haha. Yeah, I don't cuss. And when I do cuss, I feel like it sounds really dumb. So I'm like, whatever. I'm cool with other people cussing. Like, I feel like it can be funny. Like when my boyfriend tells a story and he's cussing, I can't retell that story and make it sound as good as his story. But it's like, whatever. Yeah, but I'm not into cussing. Let's see. Says, I want to keep in contact with y'all, send y'all's info. It says, I'm an Aries Sun, Pisces. Wait, I'm an Aries Sun, Pisces Moon, but my family claims I'm bipolar, but the truth of the matter is that I have a rare gift to manifest unconsciously with will and thought. Thus, my name is Dragon Polar Dream. It says, I mainly use line. Okay. It's line. It says, I would love to go to Tokyo for the Olympics. I've been told, okay, so I have a friend who's living in Okinawa with her husband. He's actually in the Air Force, I believe. Like, he works on the planes. And they said, I know this is like probably like too much information. I don't know if it's like some kind of like stuff I shouldn't be saying online, but they said that things are a little shady over there right now, and they don't necessarily recommend going during the Olympics because they're afraid something bad's going to happen with North Korea. So apparently that would be not the best time to go from what they've been saying. So, like, it's even possible that she might have to come back here because things are kind of sketchy over there. So, I don't know. Don't know if going during that time is a good idea. She advised me to go before then. So that way we wouldn't run into any issues. Salem is amazing and has an amazing energy. Recently got vanilla incense, however, I'm not sure what its correspondence or how it can help with my practice. Vanilla is really, like, to me, it's a very positive, calming energy. It's something that's really good to do after smudging, or just to put a certain mindset. I'm always talking about mindsets and stuff, so it's because it's very important when you're crafting to have a very positive mindset. Like right now, talking to you guys while I'm doing this, putting a lot of positive energy into what I'm doing, which makes me happy because I feel like you guys are being a really big part of this. And I have my wolf fur and everything, and you know, the wolf represents my spirit animal, and then you guys are here with me as part of the wolf pack. You guys, a lot of you, I believe, are subscribed to me, which means you're part of the wolf pack. So I see you guys as family, and to have you guys all here while I'm doing this is just awesome. And it's creating a really good mindset and energy. I really like that. What city do you live in? Las Vegas. I'm like literally straight up in Las Vegas. I'm not in Henderson. I'm not in North Las Vegas. I'm in Vegas. And it says, as is the Keys of Florida. Florida is a haven for us as well. Okay, I'm going now. Bye, guys. Bye. Love you. Bye. JWDD channel. Okay. Some buys here. Can't tell a funny story without cussing. And it says, yikes. Thanks for the tip. Who's your favorite Disney princess? Honestly, I don't necessarily have a favorite Disney princess, but if I would have to pick one, Elsa is a queen. she's not necessarily a princess. I really love Elsa. And if I was going to be picking a princess exactly, it would probably be Tiana, because she works hard. You can see, like, I like the way that she's represented. And probably there's like a couple of newer princesses that have came out that I really love and appreciate what they did with them, showing that, you know, you don't necessarily always need a prince, and you can be a boss on your own. And that's something I really liked about Elsa. Like, she did her own thing. And my favorite character, honestly, from Disney, like from the females growing up, was Mulan and Meg. And Mulan isn't a princess. She fought in a war and everything, but General Chang wasn't a prince or a king, so she wasn't a princess. And same with Meg. Meg was like, she was marrying a demigod, I believe, so she wouldn't be necessarily a princess either. Well, kind of, I guess it depends on how you look at it. But Meg, she was fire. I loved her. She was one of, like, the female characters from Disney that I loved a lot. She was so edgy. Okay. Let's see. Things have been moving. All right, let's see where we at. Any advice on coming out of the broom closet, especially on YouTube? Honestly, it depends on a lot of things. When it comes to coming out of the broom closet, for me, I didn't necessarily have to hide that, except for, like, kind of at school and everything, because other people didn't understand it. And a lot of people are scared of what they don't understand. And when it comes to coming out, you just need to take the leap one day and be prepared for the possibility that people won't accept you for what you do. But you have to figure out what means more, being yourself or trying to please other people. So that's kind of like all I can really say about that, because there's no perfect answer for that. It's different for everybody, and it's different depending on, like, what people you have around you. I want a city in the middle of nowhere, Texas. Love vanilla. I'm totally together. And we got more people from Texas. I plan on going to Texas, you guys. I'm going to be out there and try out some steak and other stuff. Love food, you guys. Please explain what you're doing. I love crafting smudge fans and dream catchers of different forms. Okay, so I'm sorry, I've just been doing my thing and talking to you guys. So I have the selenite and I have the wolf fur, and I wrapped it with black hemp cord, and then I got some more of the epoxy, and I laid out my tobacco. I placed the epoxy on top of the tobacco and then rolled it in there from there. So now what I'm doing is I'm creating a little kind of adjustable knot here, and I'm going to be placing it on this end and tightening it, and then I'm going to be rewrapping around the hemp. Rewrapping around the wolf fur, the selenite, and the tobacco, because I want it to be secure. And when I put the silver on top and around it, I don't want the tobacco to crumble off, because it's a very, big possibility. But I also want it to stick and glue to the epoxy too. I don't want this hemp to go anywhere. So I'm just wrapping it right now, as you can see. I know we don't have a really big close-up. I am planning on doing a shorter video that's more like the videos I usually do when I do, like, DIYs and teaching how to make different spells and stuff. So I'll be making a shorter, more simpler version that's going to be more organized and you get to see more details. I just wanted to do this where you guys get to see what's going on, with the one I'm making for myself. And then you can also like see what I put in mine, and we can hang out and talk and just talk. I want to get to know you guys. Oh, I'm saying like on the little media thing. Oops. There we go. Because I'm downloading one right now. Can't forget. Yeah, I like the Brave Princess too. That's who I was trying to say, and I just couldn't remember it. I feel like really douchey for forgetting. She's awesome. Something that I didn't really like is you guys probably think it's freaking weird, is like most of the princesses had blonde hair, and I was like, you know, little brunette. But I really did like Belle, because I loved the fact that she read and everything. And because I was always a big reader, I love reading. Heck yeah, I think that's going to stay really good. I like that. Keep leaning on the volume. Oh, let's see. So we got people from Texas. Who's your favorite villain, Disney villain? Good question. I don't know. I think that Disney coming out with their recent movie with Maleficent probably made her my favorite because of the way that they put her story together when they made the movie, the live action movie Maleficent. And Angelina did a really good job. She's beautiful. So I think Maleficent might be my favorite. Ooh, I don't know. There's like a couple, I guess. But one of my favorite Disney movies, which is really weird that it would be a favorite, that I would watch all the time. I don't know why I brought that up. That's not even part of the question. Is Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Ooh. And then there was also The Thief and the Cobbler. I love that movie. Let's see. I've been practicing in the craft for 2 years now. I've been watching your channel since the day I can cross the path. Oops. And there you go. I would love to get information on how to become a Wolfpack member. The Wolfpack is the name that I have for everyone who's subscribed to the channel. So basically, by subscribing, you are basically getting notified and everything for the videos I put up. You're kind of like committing yourself to the channel, that you want to be there for all the information that's out that I want to provide you and everything. So being part of the Wolfpack is just by supporting here, being here. Being here just makes you part of the Wolfpack. There's no sign up thing or anything for it. You are here as a subscriber. You are part of the Wolfpack, your family. I know that you want to be here. I know you want to learn. And I want to teach and I want to help and I want to learn from you guys. Says, I know I've been watching you for 2 years and not even Wolfpack member. Shame on me. If you're subscribed, you're a Wolfpack member. You don't got to worry about that. Mulan is awesome. Me and my boyfriend actually just rewatched it. And Hercules. Oh, I love Hercules too. I love too many movies. You can't bring up movies and Disney and stuff. We'll be here forever. What kind of bike do you have? And will we ever see a moto vlog? What would you say, which bike and what CC would be good to start out with? And yes, I would want to take it on the freeway and for long rides. Alrighty, so motorcycle talk. So my motorcycle is a little Kawasaki 300. I say little because it is a 300cc bike. And I can't complain because my boyfriend bought it for me. If I complained that, I'd be like the douchiest girlfriend on the planet. For me, though, I was learning on a 636, which is, again, Kawasaki. Me and my boyfriend are giant fans of Kawasaki. So Japanese. So I have it's a 2013 Kawasaki 300. It's got like some other weird name like EZ something or whatever, or EX something, but I don't remember that stuff. It's not the same as like the ZX10, which he actually has a ZX10. All right, so right now, you guys, I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get these feathers to stick, and I might have to do it like one feather at a time. So to start riding, you really, for me, I'm a sports bike rider. I don't drive cruisers. I was learning on a cruiser at one point, and that just was not working for me. I'm not into cruisers. It's not that there's anything wrong with them. It's just I'm not really into them. For comfort with riding, it's not for me. Like, I've been around the ZX10 for so long that riding on a cruiser is just the weirdest thing ever for my posture and everything. But for a starter bike, you need to figure out what you like. And since you said you want to go on for long rides, which my boyfriend would absolutely love you for that comment, if you're doing long rides, a sport touring bike is recommended, or even there's certain cruisers that are really good for that as well. But to start out, everyone is like, so many people who, like, I don't want to say think they know what they're talking about, but so many people are going to try to push you onto a 300, and that is not the way to go. Maybe when you go to take the test or something, like a 300 will make the test way easier for you. But honestly, what is it? Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the feathers. Honestly, a 600 is the way to go. It's the way to start out. Don't start out with a 1000, especially on a super sport. Do not do that. Unless you don't care about your family and you don't want to stay with us for much longer, get a 1000. But the good middle ground is a 600cc motorcycle. And if you want comfort, go with a sport touring setup. It won't have that whole crotch rocket like feel where you're down like this. It'll have you more seated up. So that's what I would recommend. But I can't necessarily tell you what bike to get because everyone has a different preference. Some people like Honda, some people like Suzuki, some people like Kawasaki, and some people like Harleys. And I'm not going to try to sit here and disrespect the Harleys, but they got some issues and they're very, very expensive. To fix a Kawasaki, it's really easy. Like, I can work on my bike really easy by myself. All right, let's see. So my friend actually recently just picked up a Ninja 1000, and it's the sport touring setup. So he likes doing long rides, and he likes feeling very comfortable while he rides, and it's got that perfect setup. But my dream bike is the H2. Look up that bike. That bike is, oh my goodness, that's so beautiful. I want that so bad, but if I tried riding that now, I would die. It's too much power. Have you ever met a black witch? I heard they're hard to come by. What do you mean by a black witch? You mean like a like African American witch? If that's the question, yeah. But I don't know. The one that I met, he's a santero. He's a Santeria practitioner. And he actually lived really close to us, and we visited him for a particular service my grandmother was looking for. So, yeah. Says that's true. People only judge what they don't understand. I love Scar and the Voodoo Man. Yeah, I love the Voodoo Man. That's why I was like thinking, like, do I really want to say that so-and-so is my favorite villain? Do I still use YouNow? Yeah, I still pop up on there. Texas, which is YouNow. If I lived in Texas, maybe, but if I tried to do that, I don't think they would like that. Because I noticed that with the Amino, when they have like things set up a certain way, they're very particular about certain things. I think my handle went from really awesome to possibly going to be weird looking. So we're going to see what happens. It's going to be wrapped up, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just like twisting the silver copper around it. And since I have this like wiring and everything, it's going to make it to where it's very easy to shape it to what I want. And I can move these around. I think it depends on like how tight I wrap everything too. We're getting somewhere, you guys. We're getting somewhere. All right. Yeah. No, don't fall apart. It's a good thing I glued it, you guys, because if I didn't, this would have been like terrible. All right, cool. See how loose it is and everything? I'm going to wrap it so it'll not look like that. Like this, kind of ish. I'll figure it out. Figure it out. We got this. All right. So Disney villain is Maleficent, but I like Sleeping Beauty, old school one. Yeah, I love Sleeping Beauty. That was kind of a nickname for me because I sleep a lot. My family would always get on me about that. I'd be like, wake up, Sleeping Beauty. Let's see. Let's do purple, because yes, purple. Now, because of how everything is right now, I'm going to do like a full another wrapping with a different hemp color. I don't want to use up all my black because I do want to incorporate that on the outside possibly, and I want to make sure I still have the option of doing that. So I'm undoing some more hemp cord. Yeah. And purple is a really good color for like psychic abilities and stuff, so we're using color in here as well. Let's see. It says, I got confused. All right. A day in the life. Do you know Ashera Star Goddess? No, I don't. I'm currently reading The Plant Spirit Familiar by Christopher. Oh, yeah. I know who that is. I have like 4 of his books, I think. I'm pretty sure it's the same person. And it's so good. If you want the PDF for it, Google that and go. Okay, I'll check that out. Want to go to Washington? Just want to travel? Yes, African American wishes. Okay, yeah. So I was pretty sure that's what you were talking about. How many people we got here? We got 36. So we're kind of moving down a little bit. I told everyone that this was going to be a while, so it was mainly like a hangout thing. How long have we been on, you guys? I can't even see no time or nothing. It's whatever. It says, a stranger told me that she feels there is a connection with me to fairies. I tried looking into the history of my family tree and nothing came up. Do you think it could be more of a past life thing? Yes, absolutely. I had been told, I was doing this tea leaf reading one time. Oh yeah, my rings. I was wondering why my hands look weird. I cleaned my hands and I forgot to put my rings on. But anyways, I was doing a tea leaf reading with a group, and we were having like a gathering and everything, and we were all doing tea leaf readings, which I do want to do a live stream where we get to all do that together. I think that would be super fun. So, oh no, what's going on? It's unraveling kind of. Anyways, during the tea leaf reading, she had told me I had come from the core of the earth. in a past life, which made sense to me because there's so many. I don't know if you guys know this, but when it comes to a lot of witches, there's a lot of us that are very aware of, you know, past lives and everything and coming back. Bad thing is a lot of witches don't want to come back. They don't want to live in this world again because they have this negative outlook on it. Not all witches, just some. And it's just something that for me, I don't necessarily like that outlook. I'm always like, whenever I hear it, it makes me upset because I love this earth. Even though we have bad people, there's so many good people that I just feel like no one is paying attention to. For some reason, we constantly focus on the negative. And when I hear witches say that, it just upsets me because I'm like, there's so much greatness here. And I think about all the new children and the babies and everything, and they have so much to offer this world. And I feel like people just are looking at the world so badly when that's not the case. There's so much good. Everyone just focuses on the bad, and that's, for me, terrible. So where was I going? But anyways, just the way that I feel about the earth and everything, I feel like that when she brought that up, it made sense to me. So yeah, I believe that it's possibly a past life thing. You can easily connect with fairies a little bit more even now if you would like. I think you were the one who commented about wanting more fairy videos. And if you were, I saw your comment and I'll work on it. I do have some fairy connections as well. I love working with fairies. You don't always get to see them straight up though. Fairies don't necessarily look like what the fairy tale books have a lot of people thinking they look like. They're more of earth spirits. So they're different. All right, so I tightened it a little bit and I think we're getting somewhere, you guys. Now let's see. Oh, it says you guys didn't get a notification. I'm so sorry. Oh, frick. Okay. It says still coming along very, oh yeah, it's coming along very nicely. I love bikes with the suicide clutch, but won't get one. My phone's dying. Blessed be Akasha. Blessed be. I'm sorry you can't stay longer. Let's see. Did you finish your altar? No, I didn't finish it. A lot of things came up. My boyfriend's brother moved back in, so there's been like stuff in the way, and then I've just got like other things that I've been working on and doing, but it is so close to being finished. I need to just hurry up and finish it. I do have some video footage that I recorded before Ireland, and I will be posting that up here soon, but I have to check it all out. Oh my gosh, you guys, I think this is gonna work. I'm freaking out. I think it's gonna work. They're lining up, kind of. Sweet. I watched your videos. She's great also. Heck, this could last all night and I wouldn't mind. Most of the eventful think that's happening to me in weeks. Do you know the hippie witch? No, I don't know her. Do you know the indigo children people? Wait. Do you know what indigo children people are? I myself am one. Yes, I do. I've always wanted to read tea leaves and I can never read them myself though. Well, that's why we can try to do a live stream where we get to do it together. So we can all help each other and do different interpretations. I want to see if there's a way that I can get like other people on here with me to where like, kind of like the live stream YouNow did where it was the two of us. I want to see if I can bring people in and out and we can like take turns talking to each other and can all see each other and stuff. I think that would be super cool. I would like to do that too. You guys, this is working. I don't want to get too excited because like if it doesn't work, I'll be kind of sad. But I think it's working. I know it looks super janky, but I got black leather over here, you guys. So at the end too, I want like pieces to dangle out of it. But I'm going to need like a bead or something to close up the end. Okay, come on. You were sent her a second ago. We got this. How long can you guys see how long we've been on? Like, is there a time that's being shown? Oh, frick. Ah, God free me. There we go. All right, this is going to work, you guys. I'm pretty sure it's going to work. Yeah, if there's any way you guys can tell me how long we've been on here. I was telling you guys in the previous video that this is going to be a while. Because I knew that, you know, with the stuff that I do, this is going to take a while. So I'm hoping a lot of people can get involved if they want to. If you guys want, you can share this link with anybody who you think would be interested in this and watching and learning. No, center. No. This little black feather is giving me a hard time. He was cooperating a second ago. Okay. So something that you should do when you're doing this, which I wasn't necessarily doing on this last stream with the other ones I was trying to, is try to bring it towards you or away from you. Like the string, like think about what you're doing and have that focus, because if you do away, you can think of it as banishing negative energy, and that's what the intention is with this feather, is you want to use it to get rid of negative energy. And if you bring it towards you, you can do bringing positive energy towards you. I'm praying that this does not break, because I kind of tightened it a little bit. Come on. There is this one video I was watching last night on feathers that was just so interesting. And I'm like, the way that he explained the feather was spot on. Honestly, I'm thinking about bringing that up right now on YouTube to like have you guys hear it, because the way he talked about the feather was amazing. Ooh, my throat's getting dry. Okay. Sorry, you guys. Alrighty. Some of your comments are getting lost because of the phone. Okay. Says, do you like dirt bikes? And yeah, I would love to ride with you guys. Cool, okay. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe a 700 Honda Rebel. Yeah, that's not bad. But it feels body weight is too small for me. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't been on. You should really see when they have like the test drives and stuff like that available. I forget what they're called. They're not called like test drives. Huh? Demo days. There we go. My boyfriend used to sell motorcycles, so he used to be there for the demo days and stuff. We're actually friends with a lot of moto vloggers. Like one of them that we know is Sin City Slick and Snowcat and Bike Tender and a couple of others. And Sin City Slick actually went to a Yamaha demo day, and he ran into problems with somebody. Like they were having super attitude with him, and everyone who was there, they said that the dude already was having attitude, so he started rubbing our friend the wrong way too. And they were like, he was literally telling him like, let's go out there and over there and fight and stuff. So I don't know, like the Yamaha demo day obviously didn't have a good thing going at that time. especially with having someone be so mean. And apparently everyone said that like you would reserve a bike and then they just mixed up everybody and it totally messed things up. But I'm not trying to scare you away from demo days. My boyfriend actually went to the Kawasaki one and I think he had a really good experience. Let's see. And then it says, oh, did you finish your altar? No, I didn't. We have brownie in my home. Yeah. Do you use Snapchat? I sometimes use Snapchat. Honestly, I should like post up on Snapchat or something right now. Oh no, I think I got epoxy on the feather. I'm trying not to tighten up too much right now because I'm still adjusting. And this is honestly taking the most time, is adjusting the feather. Okay. Let's see. I know this looks super dumb. I just need it to stay center. Dang it, the little black one moved again. This is going to bug me if this isn't going to be center. I'm sorry, you guys. It's like that little perfectionist in me. All right, I think we got some movement. I think it's going to work. Come on, we're so close, Feather. Oh, yes, yes. This works, this works. Okay. Boom. Oh no, I'm getting tangled. Oh, frick. There we go. It says a lot of bikes. That's why I asked. I started out on the dirt bike. First time riding, I loved it. Just fell in love. Yeah, I really love motorcycles, but dirt bikes, I've just I haven't taken one out yet. All right, you guys, let's see. I don't know. I was gonna get my boyfriend to help me hold the feather, but he's playing video games right now, and I don't want to disturb him because I know his clan needs him. It says, "It's your art, so beautiful. You can totally do that. I'll show you how to do it." Oh, cool, cool, cool. I don't know what my blood type is, but I do know like my bloodline or whatever and stuff. Like I know that I'm like, I think it's 40-something% Native American. A couple of other things. Do y'all like Harry Potter? I enjoy Harry Potter for what it is. I don't look at it as like a freaking thing to learn magic from. I feel like Supernatural kind of speaks the language a little bit more, and the magicians kind of have some cool information in there. Practical Magic, The Good Witch. Oh yes, The Good Witch. That's a good show. More crystal videos. I've actually been working on some, like getting all my notes and stuff together for crystal videos, because I do have information on crystals, but I also like incorporating a lot of different information because there's so much out there on crystals and everyone has a different interpretation with different crystals. So I want to kind of even this out right here. So as you guys can see, I'm losing shape a little bit here, making it's not looking as center because of the thinness of the stems of the feathers here. So I'm trying to thicken it up with some of this string. I'm kind of using it. Where is it? Yeah, whatever, it's fine. I bought it for this purpose. I do want to make some affordable ones like this so that way everyone can be able to purchase one if they wanted to. So those ones are trying to be mainly lined with hemp, which there's nothing wrong with hemp. Hemp is really good too. And instead of leather, because if you use leather, that can get very expensive. But I do want to make some that if you want leather, you can get leather. All right, let's see. But yeah, I want to do more crystal videos. No wonder I always was interested in fairies. I just love to plant life and how they develop from seed and grain from the soil. By the way, have you seen Black Panther? I haven't seen Black Panther yet, but I really, really want to. I'm like so interested. I'm excited for it. Like when I first saw the character pop up in the movies, I was like, yes, his suit is just, oh, it's beautiful. I love it. And I'm so excited for this movie. I know it's going to be good. I was watching an interview they were doing, and it was the saddest thing because he said that he met these terminally ill, like cancer patients, and they were telling him that he was in contact with them the whole filming of the movie, and they were telling him that they're trying to stay alive long enough for them to watch the movie. And he's like talking about how he remembers when he was a kid and he was looking forward to Christmas and he was looking forward to this, but these kids are going to be losing their lives and they're looking forward to his movie that he's going to be in. They're looking forward to Black Panther. And then he had tried to say that when he found out that they had passed, like that it made him feel terrible. He couldn't even say it because he was just so heartbroken over it and he was like crying. And now I was gonna start crying. It's like, oh my gosh, that happened to me. Like I was filming something that people were so like excited for that they're over here dying, and they're looking forward to that movie and they die before they even get to see it. That would hurt me. I'd be so sad. And so I hope you don't mind me asking, and please don't get offended. You don't have to answer, but I always wondered what your race is and which countries make you. I don't know if I said that correctly. So I have, all right. So from what my thing says, I am 42% Native American, and I am like 37%, I think, European or something like that. But those fall into like Spain, Portugal, and like I think Norway and stuff like that, like a couple of different places. And like 23% African American. No, not 23. I'm 13%. But my grandma was born in Puerto Rico. And, Puerto Ricans are like mixed up. We are colorful. So, and my mom is full Puerto Rican too. So when you say Puerto Rican, that's not necessarily like a race being like European or a Black or Native American and stuff. It's a combination of multiple places, like Germany and everything. And I'm mixed up, you guys. I am colorful, but I'm primarily Native American. So that's what makes me. I'm interested in a live tea leaf reading. Not accurate. Okay. What time is it, you guys? Oh, it's okay. We got 30 viewers, so slowly losing people. They're like, oh, I love Snowcat. Yeah. Smart times. Do you like the movie The Craft? Yes, I do. I love that movie. And have you seen The Secret Circle on the yeah. I don't like The Secret Circle. I'm sorry if you like it, but I don't like it because the whole thing is a bunch of like power hungry teenagers, and that just bothers me. I don't like magic necessarily being viewed like that, but you know, I'm not like the owner of Witchcraft or Magic, so you know, magic will be presented in different ways from different people and taught differently. But me, the craft was too much of like a power hungry thing. I wasn't too into it. Not the craft, the Secret Circle. I watched it though. I watched the whole thing. I I loved it for what it was as a show, but being a witch and the way that they were portraying it wasn't for me. I didn't necessarily like that. But I finished it just because there was certain things in there that I did enjoy, but it wasn't necessarily the magical part of it. I think it was more so the storyline I was more into. It says, I'm sad they never finished Witches of East End. Oh my gosh. I know they canceled it like right at like some good time. Like not good time, but like when you needed more information. That reminds me of like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen the client list. Oh my goodness. Like the way that those shows ended, you know, Witches of East End and the client list was ridiculous. Same thing with Rain. I don't know if any of you guys have watched Rain, but I'm a big reader and I'm super into history. And with Mary Queen of Scots, there was at least one more season left to Reign, and they had canceled it because it wasn't getting that many views. So they decided to cut the story super short. Like it, like she was gonna be marrying. I think it was like not Bothwell. I don't know. I'm getting them mixed up. But she's supposed to marry that guy near the end, and then like just all kinds of stuff, and it totally freaking lost out on all that stories. And then things in France were going to start getting weird. I don't know if any of you guys know the whole story with France and like during the time of Mary Queen of Scots, like some stuff was going to go down. Like the one son he liked wearing women's clothing was going to start getting like a lot more stuff going on. Like it's even believed that Catherine had killed her other son, like poisoned him so that way the other one could rule. But it turns out he ended up embarrassing like the whole country at that time and just stuff like that. I'm sorry. I know we're not talking about that right now, but I'm like a movie buff, you guys. So movies and TV and history is 100% me. You get me started with that stuff, and I'm going to be here forever. All right, so this is what we got so far. So I wrapped it and tied it. I know it looks like very colorful and weird right now. So it's looking so good, except for like maybe the little opening I have right here. But that's okay. That's okay. But it's looking good. We're ready for some leather, I think. My head hurts, you guys. I'm talking so much. Hold on, let me get some tea. Let's see. Where were we? So it says 1 hour and 42 minutes so far. I knew we were going to be doing like probably over 2 hours. That's fine. So we're at 26 viewers. We're losing people. That's okay. We're having fun. Okay. I watched Witches of East End and love the show. I love that show. Hector, do you consider yourself primarily Wiccan or pagan? I call myself pagan. I'm not really Wiccan because I'm all over the place, you guys, when it comes to my practice and what I do. And because of that, I kind of feel like that I kind of fit more of the description of someone who's like omnist. It's when like, you know, you believe in like a lot of different things and you feel like there's truth in many different religions and cultures and practices and stuff like that. But yeah, it's hard for me to say. I think I might need to cut some more leather. to get things to fit in here, but that's fine. We'll figure things out as we go. So I learned from this one chick on YouTube a special way to like tie feathers, but I'm probably going to screw it up. But that's okay. We will learn from my mistakes in what I'm doing right now. So do a little tie with a little thing. Oh, that didn't work. Okay. Doing it like this. Okay. I'm hoping other people aren't sitting at the other event, like waiting for something to happen. Like, it's very possible that could be happening right now. So I'm going to take a quick second to look at what's going on, you guys. So bear with me while I'm figuring this out. Okay. I'm thinking that it's possible if there's like other people sitting around waiting and stuff. And if that's the case, I feel super bad because I just screwed things up. But let's see. Wonder if there's any way I can like share this. But keep talking in the comments and stuff. I'll get to you guys in a second. Let's go to videos. Okay, it shows I'm still live. I have 28 views. So we might have more people come in right now because I'm sharing this. Thank you everyone for showing up because I didn't know if anyone would show up, especially during the time I decided to do that. I'm live. Link in the bio. So thank you for being patient with me, you guys. So let's see. So we got one. I feel so bad if other people are waiting at that other stream for like 2 hours. I should have did this faster. I'll get it right next time. This was my first time. Alrighty. Let's do Twitter. I don't really use Twitter. I don't know why. I just never really gotten into it. But okay, I think that's good enough for now. Now let's get back to us. Not showing me anything. Are we still live, you guys? Yeah. So 29 people. Cool. Bye. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Okay. What were your feelings about... Oh my gosh. So someone is up at 3:43 a.m. in the UK. I am so sorry. For those of you who are in different countries and you're up right now when you're supposed to be sleeping, I'm so sorry. Please comment like in here or in the comments or something somewhere telling me what times would be best for your time, and tell me if you're like Pacific Standard Time or, you know, different timing. Tell me what times you have, and I'll try to make it to where it's a good time for almost everybody. I want everyone to get involved, and I feel bad keeping you up right now. Let's see where we're at. Okay, what were your feelings on season 3 of American Horror Story Coven? I like the storyline, but it seemed much more fictional than actuality. Now, when it comes to the magic part of everything, it was a little bit more on the fictional side, but the characters and the history that they were incorporating into that show was so legit. Like, that's the really good thing that I like about American Horror Story is it's not meant to be 100% truthful. Of course, there's going to be a lot of fictional stuff in there, and I didn't expect it to be real when they were coming out with Coven. But the stuff that they had in there, like the people and the voodoo queen and everything, those people like existed. I'm not saying that they were exactly like that, but they existed. And that's something that I found very, very interesting in what they did with the show. So I don't think this advice that Chick gave me is going to work because the knot thing I had going on just isn't working. But yeah, you guys, like, I think American Horror Story Coven was really good. Even though it wasn't real to what we do, but it still was a good show. And I think that it still told an interesting story, which was awesome. Alrighty, so now I'm wrapping with leather. And I'm kind of putting the leather right down here in the middle, like a length of it. And then I'm just going to wrap around it, like right here. Making sure I'm covering the purple part and then wrapping it as tight and close as possible as I work my way down and still wrapping it around like this little thing right here, like the other additional leather that I put here. So let's see what else we got here. Do you like The Magicians on Sci-Fi? I don't watch The Magicians on Sci-Fi. I watch it on Netflix whenever they come out with the season. So you know I'm just stuck on season 2 right now, I believe. I love The Magicians. Elliot is my favorite character. I love him so much, but I really, really do love that show. And I like how they incorporated like tutting in there, which is really cool because we do use like hand symbols in magic. Not everyone, it depends. Like I know in Buddhism they use it a lot. So I think that's really interesting that they brought that up. So here we go. We got some good wrapping happening here. That rhymed. Have you ever watched the Halloween Town movies? Yes, I love Halloween Town. And it's really cool because like when I was in high school or middle school, I think it was middle school, I got like student of the month. Dang it, my feathers disaligned again. I got student of the month in October. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. Like I loved October. And it just made so much, it felt good for me to get like my favorite little time of the year. And I was student of the month for that year, or that month. And we ended up having like a Halloween symbol and stuff on our student of the month certificate, and we were watching Halloween Town in like that classroom that they put all of the student of the month kids so that they get a break from school. Oh, you guys, it changed formation. Oh no, I'm messing it up. I'll figure it out later. I can do this. All right. So yeah, let's see. Give the Good Witch films, please. Oh, I love the Good Witch films, and I love the TV series, and they're showing it on Netflix too. Love the Good Witch. I can't even describe how much I love that show. It's got such a positive energy around it, and how they portray magic, and just the way that she does things. And I love that she incorporates herbs and stuff, and they've taken the time to incorporate that because I feel that's very true to witches. Like we do use a lot of herbs and natural remedies. So I think that's super cool about the show. And I noticed that they don't get too crazy with making things realistic or unrealistic. So that's something I really appreciate about them too. Yeah, they totally canceled Rain. That was messed up. Says, how do you feel about Charmed and Vampire Diaries and the originals? TVD and TO aren't primarily primarily about witches, but they're a part of it. So I was wondering how you felt about how they're portrayed. Something I find extremely interesting is that a lot of shows portray witches as terrible people. And for example, Vampire Diaries, they always seem to turn things around and make it seem like that the witches are the one that made everything go bad, and they did this, they did that. And the same thing with Supernatural, like Dean Winchester doesn't like witches. True Blood, it was the witches' fault that they did all this other stuff, and they were trying to, in a sense, in True Blood, things kind of got racist because the witches were trying to get rid of the vampires because they looked at them as like, what is it? Like abominations and stuff like that. And they like to, yeah, just other stuff with that show. But True Blood and a bunch of different shows put witches in a very terrible light. And I feel like Charmed and The Good Witch are two really good shows when it comes to witches because they put them in a better light. And it's a little bit more true to us as witches, especially in practical magic as well. I feel like that's a little bit more accurate for us. But not Charmed, the Vampire Diaries and the originals and stuff. I love the originals. Not super happy with Vampire Diaries, but I only watch it because it provides some information on the originals. That's the only reason why I started watching Vampire Diaries, is because I wanted to watch the originals and I didn't want to be confused. Vampire Diaries, everyone is always freaking changing. They're like super cool and you love them one moment, and the next moment they lost their crap. And that irritates me. But some shows just portray witches very badly, so. But even though that's how they're portraying them, I still enjoy shows for what they are. I don't take them too personally. I don't have a TV at all. Oh, wow. You gotta watch HBO show Rome. I'll have to check it out. Are you into anime, like Attack on Titan, perhaps? I love anime. I love anime so much. A lot of people think that the reason why I have silver hair is because I'm trying to be a wolf, but that's not the case. I freaking love anime. And what got me into it was I've always been into anime, but I got into K-pop, and I know K-pop is like on the other side. That's not like Japan, that's Korean. But I was watching K-pop and I saw these guys with their colored hair and their makeup and everything, and they looked like anime characters. They look like living anime characters. And I know there's cosplayers and stuff, but these guys look like living anime characters where they weren't wearing like crazy wigs or anything. They were just being themselves. And I'm like, I want that. I want to have the anime kind of look, not like the crazy type of thing where I do dramatic type of makeup and everything, but most of my favorite characters in anime are like silver hair, white haired characters, and even redhead characters. So I didn't even think like that was possible, that you can like make your hair white. I got into it before the gray and white trend started happening. So anyways, like I was watching Big Bang, which is a group in Korea, and Top had his hair like a turquoise color, and it was super pretty. And my friend told me that it's impossible to get that color. At the time, it wasn't necessarily something you did all the time. She said that I would have to have white hair before I decided to do a turquoise or a purple, which I was going to do lavender and then possibly turquoise later. And so I worked my way to the silver and I fell in love. I'm like, oh my gosh, anime character, yes. So I kept my hair silver. And ever since I went silver, I've never really went back unless too much damage happened and I needed to let my hair have a break. Like my hair is going to be all silver again, but it's going to be more of an ombre effect. And yeah, so that's what happened with that. But I love Attack on Titan. I know I went off subject, but I love, love, love Attack on Titan. And I'm still waiting for the next season to come out like everybody else. I've watched it in Japanese, the second season, because it's not out in English, but I'm going to rewatch it in English because sometimes you lose things in translation when you watch anime in Japanese. And that's another reason why I'm learning Japanese, is because I want to freaking watch anime without subtitles. That's the dream. Let's see. Wait. Who was dressing up in woman's clothes? In Rain. Her son was dressing up in women's clothes. Catherine de Medici. Her son, I forget, I don't know if his name was Henry. No. Henry was the second one that became king. But one of her sons, he would dress in women's clothing, and that was in real life. He did that. And then he started having other men around him that dressed in women's clothing, and then they would do their makeup and stuff, and they would act out and everything at like gatherings and stuff in front of like all the people of France. Not France, was it France? Yeah, it was France. Was it? Yeah, it was France. I was getting confused with, I think, Spain. But yeah, it was France. It was Mary, Queen of Scots, was married to Francis, and then like little Henry became king after him, and then there was another one. I forget what his name was. I think it was Charles or something. Okay, say Akasha, an elderly man told me I have the eyes of a mystic. Do you believe you can tell me what is a mystic? I believe when he means mystic, he probably just means like a practitioner in magic and stuff. So mystic in particular, I don't believe there's like a term for like something that's separate from what a witch is. So all right, you guys, this is what we got. This is nice. It's solid. It feels so good. I'm so happy. Now, my issue is how the crap am I going to tie this end off? So this is the issue I was having, where I knew that I was going to have a lot of random stuff like dangling here. So I'm going to be using a giant, not a giant bead, but a bead. So kind of give it an end, and basically kind of hide all this mixed up stuff, because I can only bring this leather down so far. So like, let's see how far I can go with it. Like you can see here, you can see through it a little bit, but it's not as bad. So let's see. I could give it another layer, but I feel like it would be a little too much if I did that. It might look good, but I think where it's at, it's really nice. Like the grip it has and everything, I love it. I'm wondering if I should have put glue before I started wrapping, like epoxy. I should have did that, you guys. Is it too late? I don't know. So let's see. Pagan is anyone doesn't know teachings. It says some here I practice different magic too. Akasha, what's your opinion on the LGBT community and the LGBT community in paganism? I love them all. I love everybody. Gay, straight, transgender, drag queen, anything. I love you. I love RuPaul's Drag Race. As long as you're not hurting anybody or hurting yourself, do you. Love who you love. That doesn't bother me at all. Because I feel like we've all lived so many lives, and we've been so many different things in those lives, that I feel like people, of course, are going to feel like sometimes that they're more female than they are male, even though they're born a male. So I feel like that some stuff lingers with us as we move on to different lives. So to our soul, it feels only natural to be with to become a woman or to become a man when you're born a woman or something. So for me, I have an understanding for it because of my beliefs and my practice and how I believe in past lives and everything. So I think that's another reason why, like, we do have that where men love men and women love women. But for me personally, I love people. It's like, if for some reason I fell in love with a woman, that wouldn't bother me. I would be like, okay, obviously we have a connection from another life. I will love you as you are. And if that's being a woman, then that's fine. But I actually love a man right now, so I don't see that happening. But it's something that I was always open to growing up. And I lost my epoxy box. What? Oh, it's right here. It's on my face. So I hope you guys aren't getting bored. Whoa, we're at 34 people. So I think that's the most we've had so far. Sorry, you guys, if I'm taking a little bit before I get to your questions. For any of you who are new up in here, this is probably like the longest live stream ever. Probably not. I think I've seen a live stream last 5 hours. But I'm not looking to break any records today. I'm just doing this crafting with you guys. I unraveled all that leather. I know some of you are like, oh my god, we're so close to being done. It says Hot Cheetos, Pepsi, and Akasha. Heck yeah. I'm more of a Coke and Dr. Pepper fan myself. I do enjoy Cheetos, but not hot Cheetos, not so much. I guess you can say I'm weak on that point when it comes to hot stuff. I'm not really good with hot stuff. I'm on Alaska time. Oh, wow. It says, been looking forward all week. Been looking forward for this all week. I can always sleep later. That's awesome. Indiana. We got different times going on over here. So glad I caught you. Looks incredible so far. Oh, you guys, Dragon Feather's in the chat. I don't know if he's been here this whole time. Oh, yeah. Dragon Feather, we've been talking about you. Not in a bad way. The tone that I used made it sound so bad. Yeah, but we've been talking about you. Everyone's been asking what I think about you, and I'm like, we talk to each other. I'm like, we know each other. We've been planning an event for a while, but we haven't done anything about it yet, which we really do need to. Hopefully we'll be able to accomplish it this year. All right, so I'm putting some epoxy here, and I'm probably going to end up getting it all over myself, but that's okay. We'll work through it, figure it out. It's gonna work. We're gonna make this work. We got this. All right, let's see. Dragon Feather, Magician is such a good show. Elliot is my favorite character too. Yeah, I love Elliot. He's awesome. That's funny. He's been a pagan for 50 years. Dang. It's about to be 9:57 p.m. Wow. Yes, 9. Bama waiting to be sent to you. The old themes. Dragon Feather. Fire Magic. Good Witch. Woo, comments are going. Ugh. I need to like find a more comfortable way of setting this up. Oh, guys, I love you guys. Your videos. Okay. Would love to have all white hair, but my job won't let it happen. Or Fairy Tale's life. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't like take my shirt off. That's not appropriate for what's going on right now. I actually just got a Naruto tattoo. And I know I've been doing nothing but like tattoos that symbolize different things. And they basically like serve a purpose, like for protection or something, or it has to do with my craft. And I got an Ambu Black Ops tattoo with my boyfriend. I like spiced it up a little bit, so it didn't just be the regular way that the Ambu tattoo is, but I ended up getting an Ambu tattoo. For those of you who watch Naruto, you're going to know what the Ambu Black Ops tattoo is. I'm a super fan of Kakashi. He's like my top 2 in anime characters. Kakashi and me, we had the same birthday, which makes me feel even more connected. And we got the hair, so it's pretty cool. And now I have an Ambu Black Ops tattoo. And my friend actually got a fairy tale tattoo the same day we got an Ambu tattoo. And she said that to her, fairy tale means to pick your own family, that you can pick your own family. And she said that we may not have gotten the tattoos the same, but for her to get it that day with us, our little nerd tattoos, she said that she finds me and my boyfriend to be family to her. And that's why she got the fairy tale tattoo. And when it's done healing and everything, her tattoo, I'll show you guys. But she might be getting it touched up with a different color because she tried to do white, and white as like a whole solid doesn't necessarily look good. And it's hard to tell if you colored in everything because of your blood kind of covers up the white ink and it makes it difficult to see what you've already inked or not. Okay, do you like Black Butler? Yes, I love Black Butler, you guys. He's also, you know how I said Kakashi's in my top 2? Well, Sebastian Michaelis is in that top 2 as well, and I don't know who's number 1, Kakashi or Sebastian. I've just, I can't choose. And I feel like they got that whole yin and yang thing going on. And I think that's like just how I am with characters and just things in general in life. Please tell me you watched Fairy Tale. Yes, I love Fairy Tale. I haven't watched the whole thing. I started it, but then like Hulu has this weird mix up of like the seasons. And sometimes when I'm watching it, it'll take me super deep into seasons. So I just stopped watching it because they haven't been putting it in order for me. But I will finish it. I'm scared to finish it because I heard like something about this whole thing was like Lucy's book or something like that. And if that's true, you basically killed everyone to me. Like in a sense, I feel like you killed all the characters, and that's depressing. I'd be so sad. Me and my girlfriend favorite movie is Spirited Away. Oh, I love Spirited Away and Kiki's Delivery Service. I actually have a Gigi backpack, and then I have a Totoro backpack that I carry everywhere. And everyone, like in this household, like my boyfriend's mom and my boyfriend, they don't know who he is. They think he's ugly. And then I go out, and his mom will literally be like, Erica, you need to clean your ugly backpack. And then some chick will come up to me, or like some guy will come up to me and be like, oh my God, I love your backpack. That's like my childhood right there. And then I'm looking at them like, haha, everybody loves him. Well, to me anyway, I think everybody loves Totoro, but I could be wrong. Oh, do you like Cowboy Bebop? I know what you're talking about. And I haven't seen that in forever. Let's see, I just bought Attack on Titan t-shirt that I found at Goodwill. It's my favorite shirt. Oh yeah. Comments are going crazy. I'm trying to read in order here. Just got on here. I'll have to catch the playback and see what I missed. Death Note is dope. I think it's funny how we went from like zodiac signs to TV shows, and now we're on like anime. That's awesome. Yeah, Death Note, freaking amazing. I love Death Note. Um, what was it? When Netflix came out with the movie, I was so irritated. And then my boyfriend just didn't understand why. So one day I got him to watch Death Note, and he got sucked into it. It was so awesome. And then we ended up, I told him, like, you have to finish the TV show first, and then we'll watch the movie. And we did, and it was how I expected it to be. I knew it wasn't going to be as great. They totally changed the character of Light. Like, Light doesn't play at all. And this guy was just being walked over by that female character. And, Light does not roll like that. But I think it was good, though. Like, there was a lot of good parts about it. But for what they were using, like an anime like Death Note, it makes it hard to want to like it because you know how good Death Note is. And the movie just kind of like was like compared to how the show was. Go all night. Samurai Jack. Yeah, I love Samurai Jack. Salem. I think you're talking about the TV show Salem. I started that, and I didn't necessarily get super into it, but I'm going to finish it one of these days. It's just I've caught myself in other stuff. And I feel like that's, again, kind of putting another negative outlook on magic, especially Salem, because I know Salem wasn't necessarily like real people who did practice. Like, these were people trying to get rid of other people of power or jealous people and kids acting up and stuff. This one little girl, I don't think it was in Salem, I think it was in Ireland, had actually literally straight up went to the court and told them that her mother was a witch. And she, in court, said that her mother was a witch and did this and that and whatever. And she had her mother killed. Like, a little girl went and had this done. And for those of you who don't know, who actually watched the TV show Reign, Mary Queen of Scots, her son, so the son that was born in that TV show, her son actually wrote one of the first books on identifying witches by their definition and how to kill witches properly. He was the first person to actually create, I forget what the book was called. I think it was like The Witch's Hammer or something like that. He wrote a book on how to identify a witch and how to kill a witch properly so that she doesn't come back and stuff like that. Like the idea that they had of witches back then. And he ended up finding out about what was going on in Salem, I believe. And he actually ended up finding out that his book did more harm than it did good. He thought he was helping people, but then found out that people were just trying to get rid of people of power and things. I think someone even turned and was saying that his wife was a witch or something. But yeah, again, history buff, getting into all that stuff. All right, so I'm going to hold this for a second, take a look at your guys' comments, because I know the epoxy is going to dry really fast. I want it to hold. It says still have, oh, that scared me. My phone scared me. All right. Love is love. Love how great the Witchy community, the Witchy YouTube community is. Have you seen Soul Eater? Yes, I love Soul Eater. That singing bowl, though, with this one. I have like another one. This one's silver. And you see it's like all tarnishy and stuff like that. I have to clean it. The power of unconditional love. Let us all have it. Signed. Witch, Jesse Clay. Just noticed it. Haha. After 2 hours. I'm sorry, you guys. I mean, you mean best live stream ever. Thank you, Dragon Feather. Senpai noticed me. Says, OMG, I actually love you. I adore you, Akasha, and would love to chat about the super special secret trip thing. I'm enjoying myself talking to you guys. So, what if I miss sleep? Let's see. Let me sit up and look at this. Ugh, my back. Alright, OMG, yes, dude, Kakashi is my favorite character to play in Ninja Storm games. Do you ever play the the Purple Dragon video games? No, I haven't. I would love to see a collab with you and Dragon Feather. Please make it happen. One day, for sure. I don't know, like, I don't know if we should do like our first collaboration as a live stream or if we should do it in person. Honey jars? I buy honey jars and buy honey from like someone locally. No, I didn't watch Beyonce's Lemonade visual. I love live chats. Jake from State Farm has arrived. That's so cool. I didn't even notice that was your username. I have a turtle. I actually ended up giving my turtle to my sister's boyfriend. When we were moving and stuff, my grandma didn't want me to have the turtle in her home because we were staying with her for a while. So I ended up giving it over to my sister's boyfriend, and he fell in love with him. So I couldn't bring myself to take him away from him. So now my turtle Raphael is living with my sister's boyfriend. And he's super happy. They're best buds. I kind of feel like I should have just went the whole like fan direction. I feel like it's gonna still work and I can still adjust these a little bit, but I did this really tight. Like it's really tight. I need it to straighten. You can do it. This other little black feather is kind of in my way. I'm gonna be putting runes on here for those of you who just came in here. I'm gonna be like painting runes on here with like these paint pens, but not right now. I'm probably gonna save that for a different day because we've been here for a long time. Okay, so I found out turtles can pass kidney stones. My turtle did this really creepy ritual when he pooped one time. It was the scariest thing. And he just one day he started doing it, and then like ever since he's kept doing it. And he would poop and it would sit on like the side in the corner, and then he would do this thing where he put his arms like this and he would do this like towards the poop. And I know that sounds so weird, but he did that and it creeped me out because I'm like, is he legit doing a like freaking ritual over there? And I don't know what's going on. That was creepy. And I looked online, like, do turtles do weird rituals with their poop? And nothing. I couldn't find anything. I think he was just the only little like weird turtle that did it. Save money by switching car insurance. Scrolling your page. Ooh, you guys, I'm catching up. It says, honestly, my life would be complete. My two favorite witches in one video. If you like anime, there's something called, what's it? Akivento. And it's a monthly subscription where you get 6 to 8 anime items for $30. Oh, I know what that is. I can't really afford that right now, but I'm pretty sure when I'm making more money, I will most definitely do something like that because it just makes sense because I love anime stuff. I have like Kakashi shirts. I think that's like the only shirts I've bought those, like a crap load of Kakashi shirts. Oh, and Black Butler. I love Black Butler. And then I love Inuyasha, like freaking Sesshomaru is such a beast. Do you like Todrick Hall? I love Todrick Hall. He is just, I had this really cool moment when I was watching him, and I was just thinking about, like, he was talking about how he started out in like theater and everything, and I guess he did like The Color Purple and stuff, and it was just very inspirational, and it kind of made me want to move forward with like some of the things I was doing. And I'm like, am I just wasting time? And when I thought that, I got a phone call, and I was honestly from it was, I'm going to tell you the company it was from, but I can't tell you about what they were talking to me about. And I was called by Lionsgate, and they wanted me to do a show with them. And it's weird because when I was just thinking all this stuff, I was like, people always say you just can't sit by your phone to wait for something to happen. And as soon as I thought that thought, I got a phone call. It was from Lionsgate. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is craziest thing. And it just felt crazy in that moment when I was watching like Todrick Hall's like videos. Akasha Feather collab. Dragon Wolf and Akasha Feather. Dragon Wolf sounds so cool. I feel like that would be such a powerful creature. You guys, I think this is, I think my smudging one has decided that it wants to live its life like this, not being centered. It kind of looks like something I want to put in my hair, but it's whatever, you know, it doesn't want to move. That's fine. I'm still probably going to try to mess with it, but I'm feeling like I'm going to end up breaking this one black feather that's really hard to see off if I try to move it too much, but I like where it's at. Now with this end, because I'm going to be putting like a bead and something under here to secure everything, I'm probably going to have to put like tie it off with something else for now. I'm thinking it's pretty, I'm thinking, oh, yes, it's glued. The epoxy has it glued, which is really good. So you see it's not unraveling. Now, because I think that I still need to get like something to put here, I'm probably going to do that later and not on camera. So we'll see what ends up happening. So far it looks pretty good. I can still see through like the cracks a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal, honestly, because I do have something else planned. So as you can see, I have this like a leather that's like dangling. I have a lot of extra because I do want some like little, like, I guess you can say like fringe or something. I want like a couple of things dangling from here because I do want to add like these pentacles or a pentacle. And I also have labradorite, and I have some moonstone, rainbow moonstone beads here. I'm going to be adding that to some strings that are going to be going down, which, as you can see, I have some blue hemp and some white hemp, which I'm about to do something with that right now. So let's read comments here. Okay. Let's see. LOL, scary turtles. I love your live stream with Lunar Wisdom. Oh, that's to Dragon Feather. And then it says, yes, Dragon Wolf. I'm going to get a silver ball python. I love animals so much. They're awesome. I'm taking a moment to look at your guys' comments because I think this next thing is going to be pretty fast. Have you listened to the Cheetah Girls? Yeah, in the beginning when they first came out. And then it says, would you go to Witchfest in Nottingham, UK? I didn't know that they had that. I probably will, because I did go to Ireland and I was visiting the haunted castles. I really like that. one on crystal elixirs. Yeah. Have you seen the anime? Oh, Your Lie in April or the Vampire Knight? Yes, Vampire Knight I finished. Love it. Even though it's a little weird with the whole kind of like brother-sister thing. But Your Lie in April, yes, I started it, but I didn't finish it because it starts out really slow. And if things don't like get moving for me in the beginning, I kind of like lose interest. I'm one hell of a butler. Best line ever. My text tone is simply one hell of a butler, literally. I'm simply one hell of a butler. That's my text tone. Dragon Wolf hybrid for the win. Feather looks perfect. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really am weird about things being aligned, and it's like it looks like it wants to be part of a hat or something, but I think it looks cool though. I didn't want it to have this one feather. Like I was gonna do it this like with this one, but I'm like, let's do something different. And then I'm like, black. I love black. Says it looks great. It's pretty dope. I cannot wait to see the finished fan. And then it says, good job. Hey, do you know any good place I can find a rainbow moonstone ring? I've been wanting one for several years. Honestly, a nice rainbow moonstone ring would be eBay. My grandmother has purchased hers from eBay, and I've never purchased one from eBay, but I've purchased rainbow moonstone like crystals and stuff, and even like the was it cabochon or whatever ones, so beautiful. Like I have a teardrop one, it's so pretty. You just got to find the right sellers, and a lot of times you can get them for a really good price. So I recommend eBay for sure. And then it says, did you all know the Starbucks logo is based off of the mermaid goddess? Yeah, I think I read something about that. I did not. Do you like Rihanna's song Sledgehammer? I don't think I've heard it. Don't freak out on me if I haven't heard it. Like I love Rihanna too. It's just I don't think I've heard that one. For me, I barely listen to the radio. Sometimes I'll catch things on the radio here and there because we forget to set up Bluetooth and everything. And so it's like usually with songs, I accidentally hear them on the radio because we have the radio on sometimes, but we don't have it on all the time. We usually don't listen to the radio. And I think that with possibly any of her new songs, I haven't necessarily heard them. And I don't necessarily buy not items, albums much anymore, like I used to. It's very rare. I've only bought like Michael Jackson albums. Let's see. I'm like measuring, not making any real measurements, but like, okay, we're getting somewhere. So the white and the blue is for Michael. Again, I'm trying to incorporate Archangel Michael into this. Let's see. Alrighty. So, bam, getting somewhere. Says, do you know they're your grandmother used? I'm sorry, I didn't understand that question, Hector. Sometimes it turns out abstract, and I believe it's okay. I meant things. Wait, do you know one? I think, Hector, you're probably going to have to redo your comment. Wait, do you like Ellie Goulding? Yeah, I like a couple of her songs. Dragon Feather, where can I find your song? Water other than Spotify. I love your feather. And are you into crafts? Yes, I am. I love crafting. That's why I have all this stuff. Because, well, actually, no. I bought all this stuff because of, like, getting ready to do this and stuff. But I have been crafting. I love crafting. I know how to craft a lot of different stuff. I can work with, like, leather and other things. I actually just made a little hat for a little nephew and stuff. And then I made this. You guys are like, probably, what is that? But it's a little pouch that I made for like a baby, because there's another baby on the way. I'm gonna try not to say that too loud. But so that way you can put the baby inside and their head can be hanging out, and I'm gonna have a little hat that matches. So made that. Have you ever seen those pictures with the little babies? And they have the little hat and they're sitting in a little pouch. Yeah, but I made that. So yeah, I do all kinds of crafting. Noah, if you're still in the comments and stuff, I just want you to know I really, really appreciate your help with setting up the live stream and being here, so that way I wasn't like, Noah, where are you? Thank you, Noah. Alrighty. Now let's see. Do you know the vendor your grandmother used to buy hers? My grandmother used to buy her what? I don't remember what we're talking about. But, oh yeah, you guys, I don't know if you guys know, but I do have readings available now. And I don't have like kind of in-person ones available, like where, whatchamacallit, where we can like phone call or anything like that, because I don't have a good way to set that up yet. But I do make like little videos and stuff. Like you send your question and everything, and then I'll send you a private link that has a video for you of your reading and stuff. So if you guys want to book a reading, you can always visit my Facebook page and book one there with me. You don't have to, you guys. Don't think I'm trying to pressure you into like spending money or anything. But I'm also going to be making these feathers too. But they'll be in a probably better position than what I have here. But for sure, like I do want to sell these. And I'll make sure that they're really good ones though too. I want to make sure they're nice. And I want to make some affordable ones. Because smudging feathers are not cheap. Like they're not. That's why I've used like just a feather, like a single feather, or even just my hand. All right, so if you guys can see, I'm kind of pairing up these strings together, and then I'm going to be crossing them. So I'm picking one side and I'm trying to bring it all the way through. But let's see. Because you see that cross that's kind of created right there? Just trying to give it a little style. The bad thing about this is I don't know if it's going to like secure really good. Oh no. I think I made it way too long. Ellie Goulding, love so much. Pretend I can spell. Oops. Dragon Feather, my favorite person. Akasha, the pouch is adorable. Thank you. I worked really hard on it. It was like, it took forever. But I do like how it came out. And the thickness, I think, is pretty good too. I want the cross to align into the center as much as possible. So you can't really see what's going on here, but I'm trying to make it as like visible as possible. Trying to align the cross in a way that it's almost centered, which isn't likely that it's going to happen because you see what happened to my feathers. Good job. What kind of music do you like? And do what, a boy or girl? Another boy. And so music, I love everything. Just like with magic, I'm into a lot of stuff. I'm into a lot of stuff just in general, like with crafts and just different things that I do. Like I like guns, I love motorcycles, I love movies, I love music. And with music, I'm super big into K-pop and J-rock. I prefer K-pop over J-pop and J-rock over K-rock. And I just love music, you guys. I love metal, I love pop, I love alternative, I love music. Let's see. And for those of you who don't know, freaking love Michael Jackson. Welcome. I'm not having a baby, you guys, if that's what you were thinking for a second. No, my boyfriend's brothers are having babies. I am not having a baby yet. But hopefully one day. I still have to convince somebody in the future. No laughing over there. You think you're funny. You want to know something terrible, you guys? It's not terrible. Like, it's a good thing. Like, my boyfriend isn't really big into having kids. And for me, I want at least one. It's all, like, getting personal and stuff. I want at least one. And it's just, I've been, like, trying to, like, convince him that, you know, having a kid won't be bad. And, like, we were talking one day, like, he was watching something. And he's like, if I was guaranteed a girl, I'd have a kid. And I'm like, what? But for me, I want a boy. And then it's like, you guys are like, why do you want a boy? It's just a preference. It's just what I want. But, you know, bottom line is if he does want to have a kid with me in the future, I'm going to be happy either way. Because if I have a girl, I know that he got what he wanted. And if I have a boy, I got what I wanted. But I'm still going to love them just the same. Okay, let's see. Moonstone crystals, sorry. Oh, Moonstone. She got them on eBay, and the seller, I don't remember because this was such a long time ago. Like, the vendor might not even be up anymore. You just have to check out reviews and make sure that the pictures you're seeing are of the exact one, because some people sell in bulk and they don't necessarily give you the one that's in the picture. It's very important to try to get the one that's in the picture. Now that I'm doing this, you guys, I'm like over here wanting to like put crap on here. Honestly, like I could have put this one. Let me see. I'm not going to do it because this took a long time. But it's like a really good idea. Would that look cool right there? Oh my gosh. I think I'm going to do it. Tell me, you guys, what do you think? Do you think I should put this into the crossing up here? Or do you think I should get some of Evil Eyes and try to string it? Oh, I could do that too. Oh my gosh, guys. I have too much stuff over here. Let me know what you guys think. I'm reading comments before I continue. Says, okay. But yeah, guys, if I have a baby, I'll tell you. You guys are probably one of the first people to know. Says, I mean, that I'm stalking you, silly. Akasha, what do you recommend for wrapping the handle if one doesn't use leather in their craft? I recommend the hemp. Hemp would be a really good replacement. And then there's also this like gel or something that you can put on top. So you can wrap the whole thing with hemp, and then so you can wrap it the way that I wrap the leather. You can do it in black or whatever color that you want, and just wrap the whole entire thing. Make sure you wrap it to a point where you like the way it looks and everything, because mine's like ever so slightly weird shaped. And there's this putty stuff that you can rub onto the hemp once it's all like, you know, wrapped up, so that way the hemp doesn't undo or unravel. It'll kind of seal it and make it like firm, and you won't have like the little fraying happening, because hemp does kind of come apart really easy. When I find out the name of the stuff that you can put on top of the hemp, I'll let you know, because that really does seal it in and it keeps it from unraveling. Leather is really useful because it doesn't, you know, unravel or anything like that. It's very smooth. But I think I do know that you're I think you're like a vegan, so I know why you wouldn't use leather. But yeah, hemp would be a really good stand-in. Mm. Oh, this is you know, Spells of Magic. Spells of Magic is a witchy website and community. They were doing like live chats with witches for a while. I think before even the Amino app started going out or being available to people. So I've been with Spells of Magic forever. They kind of helped me come out of the closet a little bit, as in like showing the world witchcraft and everything. That helped me start my YouTube channel, because people on there were asking me for advice, and just some of the things I was telling them, it's like I was repeating myself. So I decided to start making videos. So Spells of Magic is very important to me. I love that website, and the people on there I'm close to, and I love that site. Yeah, they do have like a lot of different kinds of spells and everything. Oh, Dragon Feather, you want a boy and one girl. Well, apparently everyone swears up and down that if me and him have a kid, that we're gonna have twins, because we both have it in our genes. And the ideal thing would have a boy and a girl. That would be so awesome. I already have like names in mind, but he's also really picky with names. Um, uh, I can be baby boy. Pentacle is perfect. You should. That will look cool. Wrap it at least one. Yeah, I think that I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna put it on the top. You guys ready? I'm gonna redo what I just did, which is totally fine, because we're figuring things out as we go. So we can do it. I got your guys' approval. You guys are like, yes. So I'm feeling it. I've already unraveled the leather one, so I can do this. Where did it go? Oh, there we go. Now me and my feather, we're gonna be twins. All right, let's figure this out. Yeah, because sometimes I wear this pentacle because I have so many of them. I make hair pieces and I wear them in my hair. So let's see. Mm. Alrighty. One side. We got it. Now. Alright, we can do this, you guys. I think this side is more lined up. Black mirrors. Yeah, I do want to do a video on black mirrors. Wait, Akasha has a child? I'm confused. I don't have a child. I don't. Where did you get your black ring? This isn't black ring. This is sapphire, red, blue sapphire. It says Jack, Akasha's not pregnant. I was so lost. Wait, Akasha, are you pregnant? No, I'm not. I'm not pregnant, you guys. I actually have Nexplanon. Is that what that thing's called? I had the stick in my arm. So if I was, that would be not good, because apparently, like, you can get the, if you do get pregnant while on Nexplanon, you can get the baby or the egg stuck in the tube, you know, your ovarian tubes or whatever. I don't know. I'm not good with that, but you can get it stuck in there. Poor baby. And then probably possibly like not have kids anymore at that point, because they might have to cut your ovaries or something out. But that's like one of the risks with it. But it's not common. It's very, very, very rare. It says hemp is freaking perfect. OMG, Akasha, you're a genius. Thank you. It says good place to get stones is the gem fair. Some of the gem fairs I've been to, the stones are very overpriced. But I'll check it out. Seen Maddie's Halloween movie? No, I haven't. Just so you know. If anything, I'll use either fake suede cord or hemp. That's a good idea, because you can find them at the dollar store. Heck yeah. If you can go cheap, go for it. Because I tried to be cheap, but then I just started thinking about all this other stuff, and I was adding all kinds of stuff. Just make sure you walk around and look at all the places before you buy, because you can get better deals maybe somewhere else. Don't be afraid to bargain. Yeah. Okay, back. The internet crashed. Oh no. That is amazing, Akasha. I never knew that is how you started. I will definitely check it out. Dude, same. I have twins in my genes too, so I would love to have one boy and one girl for twins. Yeah. Akasha, what's your opinion on curse work? You mean like curse spells? I'm not really into them. It's only if like we got some really bad people we're dealing with. It's very, very rare for me to even think to do something like that. But a lot of times people will ask me to do something like that for them. And a lot of times I end up rejecting them. I tell them, you know, if you're into wanting to do something like that, then you're going to have to do it yourself. I won't be the one to do it for you. All right, you guys, I got it. It's on here. Now I have to get my little X's back on here. Let's see. Bad thing about this is things are getting tangled. I love talking to you guys. This is so fun. Like, I'm having such a good time. Go back. Let's see. Boom. We're getting somewhere. All right, let's see what you guys have to say. Baby, we can do it. Take your time. Oh, the song. Y'all talking about kids. My girlfriend Robin wants 4. Does your birth control affect your craft or practice at all? No. I can't even tell that I have this in my arm. Like, I don't experience breakouts or anything. I don't experience hair loss. I don't really experience giant hormonal changes. Like, for those of you who know who Tom is, if anything, it's made my cramps so much less painful. Sorry, boys who are in the chat who don't want to hear about Tom. I've had very, very severe cramping whenever Tom visits. So whenever I would be in school, I would sometimes have to be taken out of school because my pain would be so bad, like I couldn't focus. And like there was so many medications that just would not take the pain away. And ever since I got this Nexplanon on, it's kind of kept that pain away. If anything, it's kind of helped me. But when it comes to my craft, no, it hasn't affected it at all. It, to me, it's not associated with my energy or anything. And it's a simple little thing that's in the arm. It's more of like just a chemical thing and what it does to your body. But not much has changed with my body, which is really cool. So, best friend wants 10 kids, big family. Big families are awesome though. Hi, Akasha. Have you seen Penny Dreadful? It's an amazing show. I haven't. My mom has watched it and she's told me that it's awesome. So maybe I'll check it out though. But I heard that show was canceled as well, which has me really scared in starting it because then it's like, am I going to lose some of the story because it was canceled? I'm going to be upset. And then it says, so same, I don't do it often, but when it just gets real. How can you charge Snowflake Obsidian? Can you even charge them? Yeah, you can. You can hold them. You can even sleep with them, focus energy, and charge them and stuff. You can do that with any crystal, you guys. It doesn't matter what type of crystal it is. Sometimes you might have harder times with certain crystals because of just the type of energy that they have. Like I know that Moldavite has got some epic stuff going on, and it's something. So Moldavite is one of those ones that you kind of have to be at the right energy level for, or you have to slowly get used to. All right, you guys, I think we almost got ourselves a complete smudging feather. We think. Okay, I don't know what's going on. All right, there we go. See, the front looks pretty, but the back is like a little weird, but it doesn't look bad either. All right, let's see what else. It says, my mom had 10 brothers and sisters all together. It's not bad. And it says she wants a big family. Tom, aka Aunt Flo, says, OMG, you call it Tom, I'm cracking. But yeah, Tom has a painful visit for me too. Yeah, Tom is Tom. That's all I gotta say about Tom. But like, I'm not mood swingy with Tom. If anything, I'm like sad because I'm hurting. But it's reduced so much for me. I'm just so happy. All right, so with the end, I'm kind of like twisting it a little bit, so it'll kind of stay. Something else, you guys, is like if you decide you want to make your own feather or your own smudging feather, check out other people's videos for inspiration because a lot of people have some really great ideas. All right, let's see. Says, what item can I use for glamour magic and spells? Tiana walk around here looking like African Zulu. Glamour. I think if you are interested in glamour spells, like if you really like have looked into glamour spells and stuff like that, it's more of a mind over matter thing. It's not necessarily like stuff that you would use for any type of glamour spells. It's a projection and energy that you put forward. So I would recommend, I think it's called Postmodern Magic or whatever by Patrick Dunn. That book has stuff on glamour magic because it's more of like a thought thing. So I'm using a little bit more epoxy to kind of close off this end a little bit. Now this won't be complete today because I still have to put like a bead or something near on the end. Let me know if you guys want to see that in another live stream, or if you want me to just do it and then show you in a different video, which I can easily do, because I'm going to be making a video on how to do a kind of cheaper version of this, so that way you don't have to feel the need to spend a bunch of money on creating your feather. But if you ever get the chance and you just want to slowly work up money for your own feather, you want to go all out, go for it. Just take your time, save up some money, because this took me a little while to get everything together for this. And I kept on changing my mind on things. I was like, oh, do I want to do this? And do I want to use this feather or that feather? And you can get clear epoxy, because this black epoxy probably won't be the best stuff, depending on what you're coloring your feather. Because I don't think that this epoxy dries to a clear. I think it stays black. So, all right. So I glued this end a little bit with some epoxy. I'm gonna check out some of the comments again. Oh no. Gotta dry a little bit. Says, what do you use amethyst for? Amethyst is really good for protection and psychic abilities. That's like its little primary thing, but they're also very adjustable. You don't have to just use them for that. Says there's a she-wolf in the broom closet, let her out. And then, let's see. I saw one of your videos on feeling the energy on rock crystals and on my snowflake obsidian. To me, I feel a lot of energy from it. I also have a small crystal and they have a lot of energy, but that's me. Yeah. The size of the crystal doesn't determine how powerful the energy is going to be. Do you think you're a bad pagan if you don't support feminism or social justice warriors? No, I don't think so. I don't see it that way. The thing is, for me, I feel like in different practices and different religions, there is good and bad. You know, there's good and bad Christians, there's good and bad Catholics, there's good and bad witches, and there's good and bad Wiccans and good and bad, you know, pagans. There's some people that I'll be like, oh, I practice this or I do this. And then someone would be like, oh, I remember this one girl who thought like she was a witch. And she told me she was a Wiccan, so she was a witch at that point. And she's like, no, 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 honey, you're not a witch. And it's like people like that. Like there's good and bad in different practices. It's like, I don't like that type of energy some people like to do, where they think they know everything about different religions or different practices. And they think that they can speak for those people. But there's good and bad in everything. So let's see. It says, all the talk about TV shows and movies, about to eat some pasta and consider watching The Magicians tonight. Akasha, how have your legs not fallen asleep sitting there so long? I don't know. I think this one might have heard you. So I think it's considering knocking out. But if I move it a little bit, I think it'll be okay. Akasha? Oh, wait, no. That's what I want to know, Hector. And then it says, yeah, up to you. Mine would have been dead after 5 minutes. Mine is like, my legs are doing okay. I thought they'd be knocked out too. But I kind of have a little bit of a comfy setup. I have my wolf blanket. I have some pillows and a pillow underneath me. And then my mom got me a llama, like, stuffed toy that I was considering to put on my back because he's, like, super cute. Alrighty, you guys, I think we're almost getting to a close here. Because this other stuff, I'm going to probably have to wait to do. And because I do have an end in mind for this. So it's not going to look janky at the end. Now let's see. Da-da-da. So before we go, you guys, we can take some questions. And if you guys have any questions for my boyfriend, he's sitting on the bed. He's not playing games anymore right now. He's just chilling and hanging out. Just let me know down in the comments. It says, what's your favorite witchcraft movie? I use amethyst mostly for my pain. So let's see. I like keeping selenite, and then of course the labradorite one. And I like moonstone, rainbow moonstone, smoky quartz. I have so many crystals I love. Crystals are just awesome, you guys. So, all right, let's see what we got here. So as you can see, I got some little strings that are dangling from here. I have different colors. I might end up braiding this. I don't know yet. And I might add another leather string and have something else tied off. I do want to add some of these eyes to some of these strings. And I'm going to be getting these stones, but I'm going to show you what's going on. All right, so at the end, I'm going to have a, probably have to drag that down a little bit. As you can see, I'm a mess. I'm going to have like a wooden kind of ball at the end. I'm going to get a Dremel and kind of fit it to this. And then I'm going to Dremel little holes into the wooden ball. And I'm going to glue this crystal into the center. So it's going to be in the little ball right in the center right there. And then that's amber. So it's not necessarily a crystal, but amber from Michael. And then on the sides, I'm going to go back and forth between this rainbow moonstone and the labradorite. So it's going to be like in a little, so picture this little wood thing, amber right in the middle, and then different crystals on each side as it goes around. And I'm going to drill into the wood and put it here. I kind of wish this part was on the other side, but I'm pretty sure after things glue down a little bit, I can have a little bit more movement. I tried to make it to where I had 4 crossing to represent the elements. And then I try to stick to 3 feathers for, you know, like the Holy Trinity. And, you know, of course, 3 is just one of my numbers that I love to use. And then you see we have this, and this is part of you guys because you guys suggested, yes, we should do this. And then inside is wolf fur, selenite, and tobacco, and some hemp. So for those of you who missed the beginning. Oh, and silver and copper wire is inside and underneath. And it's running through the vein of each feather. So for me, that's so it can help project the energy and intensify it. And then I'm also going to be using these paints to write some runes on there to go up the feather on both sides. Woo. But it's looking good. I'm so happy. Thank you guys for being here with me. Let's see what comments you got here. All right. How many viewers we have? We have 28. We've been keeping an almost steady 30, and we got 29 now. Let's see. Let's see who we got. Okay, question about your boyfriend. I remember watching a video and he was making something float with his hands. Is he telekinetic or was that just a trick? He's laughing.
I don't know how to answer that. A little bit of both.
Do you want to show them something, Byron? You should use.
No, I know what you're talking about. I haven't used that, so I haven't done that in forever.
I'm talking about the one that you just showed me.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because that still needs a lot of practice.
I was gonna have him show you guys some stuff, but he's not going to right now. But maybe we'll have a video where he shows you some different stuff that he can do. All right, let's see. Next one. I'm surprised you guys remember that. That video was a little bit ago. I'm losing track on all the stuff. Let's see. Alrighty, like falling asleep. Says, what is your boyfriend's perspective on witchcraft and magic?
My perspective on witchcraft and magic?
Yes.
I don't believe a single thing of it at all, but that doesn't keep me from respecting others' beliefs, like yours.
Mhm.
I think like everything you do is kind of weird, but you know, that's not. I'm not going to say you can't do it. You know, that's what you believe, and I have my beliefs. That's really it. You just stay civil about it and respect each other's beliefs. That's all.
One day he will be a believer, you guys. You watch. It'll happen. Because if I ever do get pregnant, there's something that happens whenever anyone in my family gets pregnant. We have visitors, and they are spirits, and they come and visit the women when they're pregnant. They're all different, but things get pretty crazy when any of us are pregnant. So, like my mother, she actually saw a spirit that looked just like me now, like what I look now, but with black hair. She saw her and two little boys. And my mother had a miscarriage one time, and she thinks they were twins or something. So she saw two little boys and the female. And then I ended up being, for the most part, that female who visited her when she was pregnant with me. And then the boys were possibly the boys that she didn't have. And the boys were dressed in old-time clothing. So that was what we suspected. But yeah, during pregnancy, like our families have visitors. Like the women in our family have visitors. So let's see. So basically, it's like faith, belief, and willpower over circumstances. Christ conscious, if you will. For like glamour, yeah. It's like mind over matter for that. Funny, kind of painful. Stoned. Okay, question about your boyfriend. I remember watching a video. Oh yeah, we already saw that one. Can we see your boyfriend? Hold on, you guys. Give me a second. I'll see if I can like find him a shirt or something.
I want my nipples, you know. Oh, my boss shirt.
Your boss shirt?
Yeah, it's a motorcycle boss shirt.
Here, let me toss him a shirt and he'll come say hi. I don't think we're going to be doing too much down here anymore. So let me lift you guys up a little bit. You like our new dresser? Oh gosh, I'm like dripping or something.
What?
My like mascara. It probably looks so weird. Hi. He's coming. It says, are you going to create more angelic spells in the future? Yes. Do you want to?
Wait, where am I going?
Here, let me move some stuff over. Oh, this is liquid.
I don't think I need to sit down, do I?
Well, I can lift it up more. There's space right here. There's nothing.
No, it's all good. I'll get a sexy pose.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
There he is.
Hi.
You can't really see anyone, but it says, looks amazing. I'm so impressed. Thank you. I didn't think it was going to look like this. Careful with the end. The end isn't secure yet. That's why I told you I've been wanting that like little wood bead.
This is really nice.
Really? Thank you.
Yeah. It's crazy to think you just made this.
I didn't like just make it.
And
It
so-
took us like 3 hours.
And this is a smudging feather?
Yeah.
Oh, and you got the little pentagram on it? That's so cool. That's cool.
Says, this is enchanting, such a magical tool. Would love to hear how it works out for you. Did you notice Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs was based off of Maiden, Mother, and Crone? No, I didn't know that. It says, by the way, brilliant craft there. Thank you. This is very cool, Akasha. And it says, what do you mean? Oh, so that's talking to someone else. For me, my spiritual practice keeps me motivated in life. I assume it is the same for those who are religious. What keeps you motivated through hard times being an atheist?
Oh, that was for me?
Yep.
What keeps me motivated through hard times? Being an atheist?
Mm-hmm.
So I assume it's because a lot of people look to God or some higher power for reinforcement and, I guess, support. For me, it's the way I kind of see things is just get through the day. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. That's really what it comes down to, is just enjoy my life as much as I can, have fun, do my hobbies that I like to do, and occupy my time. When I run into something that's kind of hard to get through or stressful, I just find ways to work it out, make it work. And while I'm stressed out during that time, if I have some time to lay back and chill, I can go about my hobbies and my interests or do research. And I'm on YouTube like pretty much all day, so I do a lot of that.
All right, so the next one, Dragon Feather says, that's dope that he's so respectful of your craft. Hat off to you, my friend. Dragon Feather is the one that we're probably going to be meeting.
Oh, cool. We're meeting or you're meeting?
We. Because if I come out to see you, Dragon Feather, if we do our super secret awesome thing that we have planned, you'll be seeing this guy. And then we'll get to meet your boyfriend too.
Looking forward to meeting you guys. I hope that we're going to be able to do that. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and I really hope that I'm able to do like a meet and greet one day, because I think that would be so cool. Oh yeah, wanted to say something. I am going to be incorporating this feather probably like in the ends or something. But yeah, let's see. Good luck on the Akasha. Oh, nice dresser. It's new to us, but
yeah,
you can tell it's been through some stuff. Let me see. Can you see this thing down here? Yeah, you see? Gotta fix that.
You just put it up higher. We just put it in right before the live stream.
Mm-hmm. Said, hey up, boss.
Hi, what's up? Who's that?
And then someone said, yes, sexy pose.
You like this, huh? I better watch out.
Look.
Yes, sexy pose. What is it? Stitch Witch Curious?
Yeah.
Or Curios, SWC.
And then there's the hey up, boss.
Doyle the Wizard. I love that name. I keep telling her I'm a wizard, but she doesn't believe me. She keeps thinking I'm lying. I'll show her. She wants me to believe in all her stuff, but she won't believe that I'm a wizard.
I look pink, you guys.
It's because you're white.
I'm Native American.
You're white. You're like hillbilly.
I'm like almost half Native American, but I'm like 30 something like European, so I guess. Says, where are we? Says, do you guys like El Gordo? I've heard a lot about that place and want to travel to Vegas to eat at one of, like, any suggestions?
Talk about tacos de gordo.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not as great as everyone says it is.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people hype it up.
Yep. And the tacos are really expensive.
Oh, they are so expensive.
They're really expensive. And like they are really good, but they're not the price that they're charging good. Like I would say I'm a big fan of carne asada fries. Out here we've had pretty much every carne asada fries we can possibly get our hands on, and I'm a big fan of Riva's Mexican grill that's out here. I think they have 3 locations where 1 or 2 of them are 24/7, and those are really, really good. Those are the best.
Yeah, like there's a lot of great places to eat out in Vegas, and El Gordo is not like the #1.
A lot of people talk about it, but
Yeah.
it's not that great, in my opinion.
Says, Dragon Feather says, you would meet my bae too. And I'm just like, yes, it would be amazing. Says, yay for the super secret thing. Yeah, Dragon Feather, Noah knows about the super secret thing. And I think that he should come with us because he's an awesome person. And like the live stream that we did was really cool.
Oh, no?
Yeah,
okay.
Noah.
Okay, gotcha.
Says, does your BF work on magic with you, even though he doesn't believe in it? He will do like guided hypnosis. He'll let me like do hypnotizing things with him because he did do the past life regression thing. And the other one that we did was I was trying to get him to sense spirit and find out information. And the experience that he had was very interesting. I wish that I had it recorded because it was really cool and interesting and kind of creepy.
We'll talk about the past life?
No, not the past life one. The one where you talked about that one spirit that was like, to me it was a spirit, but to you it was like a being. It was like a dark figure, and you're trying to communicate with him.
Oh, yeah.
And then all, like you said, that like a bunch of people were coming at you, and then this girl put a cage over you and her, and it was just the 2 of you, and you didn't know how to take her.
So in case you guys don't already know, I have probably the worst memory out of anyone you'll ever meet. So I have a really good excuse to get out of pretty much anything. I have a really bad memory.
I'm gonna start like recording everything he says because it's bad. His memory is the worst, you guys. Someone was even like, someone was even asking about like what is recommended for a good first bike, and then I gave like a whole speech about that.
Someone said, "Oh my God, carne asada fries." I don't know where it went, but I love it.
I'm hungry too, you guys.
I know, me too. We haven't eaten yet all day.
It says, y'all are the cutest together.
Thank you, Hector Saint. What is it? Sains?
Yeah.
Sorry if I mispronounced that, Hector.
You guys seem so cool. This is still a great live stream, even though we went off topic.
Well, it was Noah. He said, "Oh my God, carne asada fries."
Oh yeah, so it was Noah.
Yes, they're bomb.
I am Chata.
Ta-ta.
And then it says a meet and greet.
I'll start saving for a ticket to America.
You would totally come to America? That would be awesome.
Hold on. Jack Jolly, where are you actually? I'm curious to know where you're at. We'll be looking for your comment. So, curious to see if you're going to get some kind of a culture shock or something.
I would go back home to LA just for food. Just for the food, yeah. Says, I've never had carne asada fries, and they sound so good. Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, they're bomb. Well, if you don't know it, I don't know if everyone knows what carne asada fries are, but it's kind of self-explanatory. But you take fries, and then you take a bunch of nacho cheese or shredded cheese, depending on your preference. Then they throw on carne asada or grilled chicken pieces all over it. Sometimes they do sour cream, guacamole as well, and refried beans, depending on where you pick it up. And it's just all just smothered goodness. It's awesome.
So the next one is.
I'm looking for Jack Jolly's comment for where.
Because she's in the UK.
So she's in the UK?
Yeah, she's like, it's really late right now for her. It's probably almost 4 a.m. because of us.
Dang. I'm sorry.
I know. I keep on apologizing. I feel bad. Yeah, but let's see. It says, would you sell the past life hypnosis? It's actually on YouTube and you can do it yourself. It's free. So I have the video on it and you guys can test it out. So it says, I'm new to magic. She's an Aquarius. I thought because she put it on her cauldron, didn't she? I think she did, but I don't know. Oh yeah, they're talking about Dragon Feather. Says, I was wondering if it was possible to channel amulets to help with spells. We mean like project an amulet, or like you want me to like send one? I don't know what you meant by that one.
And Lily,
Anime Devil.
Lily Lulz has bad memory too.
It
We're brother and sister.
was lovely catching you live. Please do more live streams. I will have to watch the video back. It would be awesome for any of the fam bam to join us. Much love to you always. Thank you for being with us, Dragon Feather, so much. Like, thank you. I wasn't sure that you were going to show up or not because I hadn't seen you pop up, but I'm really glad that you joined with us on this live stream. This is my first one by myself on YouTube. I did one on YouNow, which went pretty good. Had almost the same amount of views, maybe, I think. But this one went really good, and we got to spend a lot of time together. I really enjoyed it. Okay. It said, do you have any advice on how to lucid dream?
I'm not the one to ask.
So with that one, again, there is guided stuff on YouTube. Like, people make this stuff, and some have like the most soothing voices. And you can have your phone next to you, and it can play their recording on YouTube, like their video, and you can listen to it as you fall asleep. And it does a really good job with lucid dreaming. And I've actually, the first time I was doing it intentionally, like forcing it, I bought a CD, and turns out that I could get it for free on here on YouTube.
So Jack Jolly's in Wales, in the UK. That's cool. Yeah, I would love to meet you in person. If she has a meet and greet going on, we'll do what we can to let you know in ahead of time.
Yeah. Dragon Feather is Aquarius. Dragon Feather, my moon sign, is Aquarius. So we would probably think alike a lot.
Doyle the Wizards. Y'all making me hungry. I freaking love your name. That is such a cool name. I'm probably going to change my name, Motorcycle Boss, to Motorcycle Boss.
The Wizard.
The Wizard.
Says, OMG, I cannot die without trying carne asada fries. My mouth is watering. Why is this turning so good? Everyone wants to go home. They're like, okay,
we're all fat.
Let's go eat.
Right? Everyone's going to start popping off to go eat.
It says, I'm getting one, and I was wondering if it would help with my... I'm getting my music, like spells and such. Oh, yes. An amulet. Yeah, you can charge your amulet and adjust it to your energy. You can do it the same way that you do with crystals. It says, I wouldn't miss it. It says, I'm a boy.
Yeah, I think I might have called Jack Jolly a girl, or did you?
I think I called you a girl.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. Forgive me. I can't tell. I can't tell because, I can't see you. You have a different picture. I'm sorry.
He's laughing.
It says, I love your earrings, Akasha. Oh, yeah.
I love those too.
Oh, frick.
I think those are my favorite ones that you have.
They are, like, I think I love these. No, I like my octopus ones too. And it's got a skull. I got these from, I think, Spencer's or Hot Topic.
Noah says he hasn't found carne asada fries. It's a sadness. In Texas? In Texas?
You have to. Was it?
What?
Is it Pepe's?
Pepe's Tacos?
Pepe's Tacos. We have it up the street. Bomb.
I think Riva's is better carne asada fries though.
Riva's?
Riva's and Pepe's they're kind of tied, but I think I prefer Riva's.
This is me neither, Noah. Chili cheese fries. Just chili cheese fries. You were the first person I watched when I started the path. You're awesome. Thank you.
Jack said he would love to meet us both.
One day we fell in love with Ireland. We fell in love with Ireland. And as you can see, we went to the Isle of Man, which is in between Ireland and the UK. Or wait, is that properly? Whatever. Yeah. But we had to stay in the UK for like a couple hours because it did some weird thing where it went over the islands into the UK and then came back down to the Isle of Man. So yeah, So maybe one day we might be out there. We don't know.
We ended up flying right over Wales too.
Yeah. Yeah, we did. So, says same Amethyst Akasha was the first witch I binge watched before I even knew what magic was. Oh, that's so awesome. No, you can't. It says, wait, hell no, you can't even find street tacos in Texas unless turned into TGE Valley.
That sucks.
Dang.
I'm really surprised. I'm really, really surprised, especially like being really close to Mexico. You would think that you guys would have at least some type of variation of that.
No,
That's that's definitely a sadness. That sucks.
so they have Pepe's in Los Angeles, but
Los Angeles,
not in San Antonio. So
Los Angeles has everything.
you're in the valley. Stupid audio correct. Oh, not audio. Autocorrect. Audio. Sorry, I feel like it's my fault on going on the topic of Utah just sucks with food. We don't have Jack in the Box. We only have fry sauce. Dang.
That sucks.
Yeah, like Utah. We want to go to Utah for your guys' range. You have this like really cool range.
Yeah, well, no, it's not that. It's the long range shooters of Utah.
Yeah.
They're out there. I think that's something I want to do. She's gonna end up picking up either a 50 BMG or a 338 Lapua, and we're gonna end up going out there to do the milk jug challenge.
Yeah, and we already did it here in Vegas, but like it's not like official or anything. But I'm pretty sure I did like 1,000 yards milk jug and like 2 shots, or even in my first shot, but I'm not sure yet.
It took me 10 shots when I did it the first time. The 10th shot I hit it, and then I did it again. I think I did it in like 5 shots. She's a sharpshooter. She doesn't play when it comes to long range.
So it says, wait. Ooh, y'all ever had poutine? It's French Canadian, French fries, gravy, and cheese curds.
What?
Okay.
Poutine.
So you know how I was talking about Spells of Magic? Well, I actually went out to Canada to do an event for Spells of Magic, and we had poutine almost every day. And what was it?
McDonald's.
Yeah, McDonald's poutine, KFC poutine. Like poutine's bomb. I was gonna say that carne asada fries is like poutine, basically.
Like the Mexican poutine.
Yeah, Mexican poutine. Yeah.
Basically, when we went to Canada, we know that that's the Canadian dish is poutine. We don't have a lot of that out here in the States. So when I went there, I'm a big foodie, so I wanted to try every single type of poutine there was available out there. So we even went to McDonald's, and McDonald's had poutine on their menu, and I've never seen that before. And that's why every country we go to, we try to go to their McDonald's and see what is different on the menu. And I think I had probably 20 poutine dishes while I was in Canada, all different. And I learned a lot, and I got really fat.
Okay, so does your boyfriend do any moto vlogs with the big ride-alongs around the U.S. or around the U.S.? Yeah.
When I was early in the motorcycle game, I really wanted to go to the Ride of the Century in St. Louis. But as I've gotten more experience, riding with people that you don't know or you're unfamiliar with can cause you to die or damage your bike or yourself in some way. Going on rides, I've seen a lot of people break arms because there's too many people, and there's a lot of people you don't know their skill level. They're not paying attention. Some people might be on drugs or something like that, drunk, driving, like riding their bike. I've learned to keep my circle extremely small with who I ride with, and it's worked out incredibly well for me, and I haven't had half of the number of close calls I used to have riding with a big group. So I used to ride with a place out here, a group called Random Riders, or Bacon Bits, they used to be called.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of hell that was going on with that.
Yeah, and a lot of people died riding with them because they let anybody and everybody ride with them, and they've lost a lot of people.
Yeah, so if you're a new rider, it's very, very, very tempting to ride with a lot of people because it's a lot of fun, but it's incredibly dangerous.
Yeah, you need to ride your own ride.
Ride your own ride. Ride with people you know their skill level, hopefully higher than yours, and just be really careful.
Like, for example, Sin City Slick, he'll do rides with Sin City Slick a lot, but that's because he trusts him as a rider. He's a very He's a very good rider, along with Bike Tender and a couple of other people, but he won't ride with just anybody. But he does plan on doing like some kind of moto vlogging if we get a, you know,
A GoPro.
And kind of feel it out, see if he enjoys it or not.
Yeah, my channel is mainly on motorcycle maintenance and modifications. My other friends like Sin City Slick and Bike Tender were the ones that were doing the moto vlogging, so I felt like I would have been stepping on their toes a little bit if I got into it, and they felt like they were going to step on my toes if they got into mechanical work, even though Sin City Slick decided to do some anyway.
Yeah, but you know, Sin City Slick is awesome. He just sometimes when he works on his own things,
Yeah,
they end up in his garage.
Yeah, that's very true.
But hey, he tries.
Yeah, he tries.
He tries.
And that's what counts, is he's trying.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows when to give up.
It says Utah has pretty good street tacos. And then it says, will you ever come to Alaska? If you do, hit me up.
What part in Alaska? What city?
I want to go to Alaska.
I'm interested in going to Alaska for sure. So if you put a comment on where you're at, we'll try and make that our destination when the time comes.
So, is that?
Are you?
Texas has that state challenge.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
no idea how far basically it is from San Antonio, but I totally want to go. Well, I know that we're supposed to hang out one of these days, Noah. So whenever we come out to Texas, we'll probably like stop by, get you, and then we'll all head out and try to do the state challenge.
Yes, I'm totally down with that.
Because we totally want to meet you, Noah. You're a really cool dude. So, like it's like 5 or 6 hours. Oh, so it's 5 or 6 hours away.
Oh, that's a drive.
Yeah, it's quite the drive.
Yeah.
Get to know each other very well.
Mm-hmm.
Smother all the fast food in gravy.
Hold up. Wait, what were you reading?
I'm right
All
here.
the fast food and gravy. You need to start off as a warlock before even thinking about being a wizard, because the hate is real. I love that.
Warlock.
I told her that already,
In Destiny.
and she didn't listen to me, but a wizard sounds cooler, so I decided to go with that.
You are a warlock.
I'm a warlock in Destiny, yeah, but I want to be a wizard.
How do you feel about binding spells? I had a person cause so many problems in my life and stole my money from me, and it has caused me to deal with depression for 5 years. Well, the thing is, when it comes to binding spells, it's usually a very last resort. But if you really feel that, like, this person is that bad that they need to be, you know, bound, then do it. But think about it first. And the thing is karma. To me, I believe in karma as well, and it gets people back quick. To me, in my mind, I've seen it happen quickly. And it's pretty epic when it happens. So if I were you, I'd just sit back and watch the show at that point.
Doyle the Wizard said, I have a cousin with the Hells Angels. I had a coworker that was in the Hells Angels.
And our tattoo artist was too.
And from our tattoo artist, from what I can tell, at least, the Hells Angels aren't all the same, but the one I used to work with was a real jerk, and he was racist. And he didn't like me simply because my skin tone wasn't light. Mm-hmm. So it was a real pain trying to work with him. And we probably shared all of about 20 words to each other in the year that we worked with each other. And we just couldn't stand each other.
But my tattoo artist is nice.
Yeah. So that's why I said
our tattoo artist.
That's why I'm saying, like, not everyone in the Hells Angels is the same.
Yeah.
But from my experience from him, yeah, he was a jerk.
So next one is, yes, hit me up when you guys come out here or come up here. I just bought a 338 Lapua.
You got a Lapua.
Oh
nice.
my gosh, I want one. You got a Lapua.
He says, and I'm dying to shoot it. And I didn't know we had a long range. But yeah, I'd be more than happy to take you guys.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah, I'd bring I have a 6.5 Grendel. I don't know if you're aware of that one. It's kind of like, there's a new one called the 224 Valkyrie that just came out. It was the one that was beating everything before that round came out. Mm-hmm. And I'm thinking about the next one I get. I'm debating between Creedmoor or 50 BMG. I don't know yet.
So it says, so true. Yeah, because I do remember seeing people falling and getting hurt from seeing their vlogs. So that's very wise. And then we also have, I feel weird putting this out there, but What's that?
Anchorage.
No one stalk me, please.
Only Akasha can stalk me. Oh, okay. Not me. Okay, I see how that works.
Is that weird? I hope not. Oh well. We got you. We'll let you know when we're out there.
Yeah, I'll just I'll go to the Yukon or something.
Says y'all y'all come to South Carolina. Then it's like North Carolina.
North Carolina, South
We're
Carolina.
travelers, you guys. We love to travel, so I'll try to put it out there when I'm like in a different state or country or something. It says when you're in Ireland next, depending where you are, you can catch a ferry to Wales, and it only takes 25 minutes. You end up in a place called Gard, and you're close to St. David, the smallest city in the UK. Cool.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't know that. We had a lot of time. We could have done that while we were there.
So true. We went when we were in Ireland. We went to Isle of Man. We had to stop in the UK, and then we went to Paris, France. And it was awesome. We had a really good time. But Isle of Man, what is it? MAR, I guess is what I would call you. Do you know about the Isle of Man? If you're still here with us. Yeah, because we're starting to lose people. We're at like 24 views. We're probably going to be getting off in a second, you guys. Like, I know that we just all got caught in conversation.
Yeah, carne asada fries and motorcycles and guns.
Never been overseas. Your boyfriend can stalk me too. Yeah. If you want to contact, just DM me on the Instagram. My user is Tiger Lily LOLs. Oh, I remember you, and I can give you my personal email if you guys want to talk. Well, if you want to talk.
That's so sweet. Thank you, Lily Lols. You're awesome. Well, something that I'm gonna try and make sure that she does from now on is when we do travel somewhere, that she kind of lets everyone know that we're going to be going to that area. So anyone that's in the area can reach out to us, and we can see if we can probably meet you guys that are in the area we're going to. And we travel to different states as well as countries, so it just depends on where we're going. We can. I think our next one is Japan, and we're also going to be in Korea at the same time. And after that, it may be. Where did you want to go? Romania, yeah.
But we do try to like do states and stuff too. But let's see. Wales and Ireland are very similar. We are very Celtic, and we have lots of haunted places, beautiful scenery, and wonderful traditions.
Sweet. I'm looking forward to it.
Heck yeah.
It's called Fishguard.
Oh. Do I know what? Isle of Man. MAR, like, do you know of Isle of Man?
That's the TT. The TT.
Yeah.
Is held at the Isle of Man. It's the tourist trophy, which is a motorcycle race held once a year.
Yeah, it's like this island, and everyone, of course, people live on the island, the Isle of Man. And what they do is they will close off the streets like for about a week once a year, or 2 weeks once a year. And the motorcycles, they'll have different motorcycles. They'll have super sports, they'll have the sidecars, and they will go full speed around the island. Not the entire island. They have like a picked out area, and people will literally drive into people's houses at like super high speeds. We went there, and like you can see like the people just go right past you. You could be literally like, you could own one of those houses and step out your house and watch people like race right in front of you.
It's a regular road. It's a regular street. It's not a track. They close down public roads and let these motorcycles race. Whoever gets around the island the fastest wins the tourist trophy. It's pretty cool. It was really cool. And you can stand anywhere on the public road that they have the racetrack set up. And if you wanted to, you could reach out and touch them as they're flying 200 miles per hour past you.
And probably break your hand.
Yeah.
But, you did
but
it.
You're that close. It's epic.
Yeah, you got to check out videos if you don't know about it.
Something I noticed. All right, where are you at?
Right here.
This guy, Hector Sains or whatever.
He said he's too broke to travel.
So you say you're too broke to travel. We traveled to Ireland Isle of Man and Paris, all for free. And I stress to you, we do something called travel hacking. And if you don't know what that is,
Look it up.
yeah, look it up. Go to a website if you want to get your pens and pencils out. This guy will teach you everything you need to know about how to travel for free. It's going to be called thepointsguy.com. That will, if you go to click on the tab that says guides, it'll tell you like beginner's guide or something like that. It tells you step by step how to build up your credit and how to apply for credit cards and use credit cards to get a lot of points for airlines and book free travel using the same money you would spend on groceries and everyday shopping. You're not spending any more money than normal. Right now we're about to, I don't know if I would say soon, but eventually we're going to be booking 2 first-class tickets to Japan for free round trip, and that's like a $12,000 flight.
It's thepointsguy.com.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you misheard it, thepointsguy.com.
And he even has YouTube videos too that have like brief little excerpts or whatever, talking about different things. Also, a channel called Ask Sebi. It's ASKSE, B as in boy, B as in boy, Y. He has some incredible videos on how to build your credit, as well as the multiple credit cards coming out, how to utilize all of your benefits, how to claim certain things that you get with certain credit cards. He has hundreds of videos that cover everything, and it's like his channel is almost like our Bible.
Yeah, and like I said, we're into all kinds of different things, and that's like one of the things we're into. But it says, so they got this one. It's a Beltane Brew coming up. In State Park, Kings Mountain, hosted by the North Carolina Church of Wicca. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then it says, sounds hecka dangerous for Isle of Man.
Yeah.
It says, yes, that place is so cool. There's so much history there from back in the day. I would love to go there. Yeah, we found out that at Isle of Man, they would put the witches, or people that they suspected were witches, they would get a barrel and they would put nails into the barrel. And then they'd put the witches in there and roll them down a hill. That's scary. But I thought it was pretty interesting that who we were riding with felt the need to share that story.
Yeah.
So, everyone living in dope cities. Meanwhile, I'm stuck living in a city where old people come to retire, in my opinion.
Where are you, Costa Rica?
I know, that's what I was going to say.
My parents want to retire to Costa Rica.
Yeah.
But yeah, where are you at? If you want to put it in the comments.
The motorbike races on the Isle of Man is all over UK television. Yep. People travel from everywhere to see it. It's cool if you're into that kind of thing. Yes.
Yes.
When we were in the Isle of Man, like we saw on the TV that it was everywhere, and then you could tell that it was being broadcast in the UK too, just because like the different people and the stations and stuff like that. Says
I may look that up.
Fly for free.
Yep.
You know what, you guys, if you want, like maybe we'll even like do a quick breakdown kind of video on it, like on my other channel, because I have another channel, or we'll have it on our like joint channel that we have that we don't use. So maybe we'll do that. So what? Wow, that's crazy. Oh, I think that's about the witches getting rolled down the hill.
And then okay, says, hell, I'm in a small town. If you blink, you miss it. It was pretty small.
Alrighty, you guys. I think we're done for today. I see we're down to 17 people. Everyone's probably like, dang, I thought we were supposed to be doing a feather. And like, you guys just started talking about food. So here it is. This is what I've got done. I'll see about maybe doing another live stream where I complete it, or I'll be showing you guys in my next video what it's looking like. Everything's pretty secure after the epoxy is dried. And this is what we have so far. And I hope you guys enjoyed it and all the time we spent together. I'm really happy that you guys all came, and so many of you have stayed this whole entire time of us talking. It says, it was an awesome hangout. Thank you for coming on tonight. Gotta go now. Much love to you guys. Talk to you soon. It says, Yes, help a brother out. I need to see the world. All right. So you guys, goodbye. And if some of you say goodbye and I don't see it, just leave it under the video in the comment below, because I know it's still going to be there because it's recorded this whole time. But yeah, you guys, thank you so much for showing up. I'll be talking to you guys later, doing another live stream. Give me some times down in the comments below on when you think I should do these live streams, because I know some of you are in different countries and I want to be able to connect with all of you as much as I can. And give me some ideas for more live streams and stuff that we can do while we're sitting here and talking. So thank you guys for showing up. I love you guys so much. Goodbye and blessed be.
Later.
Bye, you guys.